And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone, from the Beaver Dam Family Center. DailyDodge.com presents Beaver Dam Golden Beaver Boys Hockey. And this afternoon, the Golden Beavers get set to host the Ice Force Co-op from New Berlin. Hi again, everybody. Mike Tronson with you at the arena, and I'm joined by my videographer and engineer, Wade Bates. We welcome you in to this video stream. And our presenting video sponsors on today's broadcast include Columbus Family Dental, Northwoods Commercial Properties, locally owned and operated by Chad Abel and Jim Moreau, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Today's game is also brought to you by your local insurance agent, Kathy Lappin with American Family Insurance, Pine Hills Trucking, Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ballweg Implement, WDS Construction, Coal, Oil, and Propane, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance Agent, Surefire, Bayside Supper Club, Lidkey Motors, Richards Insurance, Super Lube, and Richelieu Foods. So glad to have you tuned in on this Saturday afternoon. Welcome aboard, everybody, to the DailyDodge.com video stream. Glad to be back in the rink for Beaver Dam Boys Hockey. As I mentioned, it's the Golden Beavers hosting the Ice Force Co-op from the New Berlin area, and this should be a fun one today. These two teams come in, both of them off of wins in their last games. Beaver Dam on Tuesday night was a 7-5 winner at Appleton United, and a huge night for the Golden Beavers' top line in that win at Appleton. As a matter of fact, Beaver Dam senior Ian Conlon tied a school record on Tuesday night with 5 goals in that win at Appleton. He also had an assist for a 6-point night. His line mate, Wes Beal, added a pair of goals and 3 assists for a 5-point effort. And junior Gavin Hurley had 5 assists in the win. So a monster night for that top line. And boy, Ian Conlon tying the school record with 5 goals. Boy, he keeps that type of play up. We're going to have to start calling him Gretzky, maybe. My goodness, it was quite a night. So the Golden Beavers, certainly with a little momentum, you would like to think, coming into this one. Beaver Dam is at 2-4 overall on the young season. Meanwhile, this New Berlin team comes in with a record of 2-5. And the Ice Force, they won their previous game. That was on Tuesday night as they edged Waupun by the score of 3-2. Both these teams fairly young this year. As a matter of fact, I was doing a little research here, and I was communicating with John Kennedy, the head coach of the Ice Force, and he said, you know, we're a very young team. In fact, there are 16 freshmen and sophomores on their 26 skater roster, 4 of which are goaltenders. And what he said is that a good portion of their skaters play both JV and varsity. They play 4 to 5 periods a day when there's back-to-backs. As a matter of fact, the JV game just ended, and it was the Ice Force getting an 8-6 win in that one. He also said 14 skaters are new to the program this season. And so he said, you know, we've been juggling our line combinations that we've been running in practice because we're trying to find good fits and trying to find something that works. And that, you know, that's typical, I think, of a lot of teams early in the season. They're going to juggle their lines a little bit, you know, whether they're young or not, because you're trying to find out, you know, exactly what combinations work the best for you. But a lot of newcomers to the team this year for the Ice Force. And speaking of newcomers, of course, Beaver Dam head coach this year, Doug Kraft, taking over the program. And, of course, he's excited to be back here in Beaver Dam and now running the program. And I had a chance to chat with him before the contest, and you'll hear the interview in just a moment. But, you know, Doug's been around the game a long time, and you know, it's he's excited to be back here and taking over the program this year. You know, Beaver Dam had a lot of success last year. They went all the way to the sectional final before they fell to Notre Dame 2-0 in that sectional final. But, you know, they really got hot at the end of the year last year. Now, granted, Beaver Dam was a little more senior-laden, a little more experienced last year, per se, than they are this year. But I think good things are, waiting for both these clubs. It's just a matter of getting a little experience under the belt for a lot of these players on both sides. But we're going to have fun today, and glad you're with us on DailyDodge.com for this hockey game. You see the teams out there right now warming up. Right now, we're going to step aside for a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we will hear comments from Doug Kraft, the head coach of Beaver Dam, right after this 2-minute break on DailyDodge.com.
It's back! Employee pricing plus on nearly all of our models during the Big Finish sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Hello, this is Brent Reed, and these deals would even put Scrooge in a festive mood. Brand new Jeep Renegade starting at $20,675. Four-wheel drive Compasses, $24,389. Four-wheel drive Cherokees, $24,861, and Dodge Journeys at $22,840. Happy and safe holidays to your family from our family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamp, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you looking for a career where you are appreciated and treated well for what you do? Pine Hills Trucking is currently hiring, and they want you to become a part of their family. Bob, the owner of Pine Hills Trucking, knows the entire team has contributed to the success of the business, and he's grateful for everyone he has worked with along the way. Now he wants to hear from you. Call 920-887-8337 to learn more. Your friends at Pine Hills Trucking wish all Beaver Dam High School athletes a safe and successful season.
Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be a sponsor of Beaver Dam High School sports. Be sure to stop in and pick up all of your baking and holiday needs. They have everything you need. A full-service deli, delicious bakery goods, fully stocked meat counter, fresh produce, and so much more. And don't forget, they offer grocery delivery when you use Instacart. Shop local and save. Let's go, Beaver Dam Beavers, from Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly on the beautiful east side of Beaver Dam.
Welcome back inside the Family Center. Mike Tronson standing by with Doug Kraft. He's the head coach of the Golden Beavers. Doug, thanks so much for your time. It's really good to see you. And you guys are coming in off a big win the other night over Appleton United. And big night for sure for Ian Conlon, who tied a school record with 5 goals and also had an assist for a 6-point night. You've been around this game a long time, Doug. Can you recall seeing a performance like that in recent memory?
Well, at the varsity level, it's pretty rare. 2 Golden Beavers did do it last year. 2 team leaders from last year, Ben Kramers and Daniel Smolin. But it was nice for Ian Conlon to have his own moment as a senior against a good team in Appleton. He's really been putting the team on his back to start the season. And what I really liked about that effort is sometimes when a player goes off like that and has that many goals, they're doing a lot of the things on their own. But if you look at the stat sheet, it was really his line and the defensemen were really setting him up all night. So it was a team effort for him to get that honor.
Well, certainly he was outstanding, but really his entire line, your top line of yours, along with Wes Beal and Gavin Hurley, they have been producing all throughout the season. You've got to be really pleased with what you're getting from those top 3.
Yeah, I am. They are really working as a unit very well. We split them up a little bit after the first game just to kind of try and find our identity, bring some of the young guys along, give them some of that older presence on their lines and kind of get them used to varsity hockey. But we brought them back together and they didn't miss a beat. I mean, in that same game against Appleton United, Wes Beal had 6 points. Any way you dice it, that's a lot. And Gavin Hurley had 5 assists in one night. And I don't know that in a varsity game that I've coached, I've seen a player get 5 assists. So all very special last night. We expect a lot from them moving forward.
Well, obviously 2020 has been anything but typical. Been a little up, been a little down so far this season as far as wins and losses go. For you personally, Doug, how has it been coming back in here and taking over the program?
It's been a dream come true. I'm so happy to be back. One of my very best friends, Gary Pashley, is an assistant coach with me. The assistant coaches that stuck around, Grant DeMa and Ross Damon, both very helpful, knowledgeable, educated. I feel like we put together good game plans every night. We see the team improving every day. So all those things add up. You know, wins and losses, obviously, we want to win more than we lose, but at the same time, as long as we're getting better as coaches, we're doing our job, and as players, if they're buying in, then they're doing theirs.
How did you approach it coming in? Did you end up changing a whole lot from what was previously run? Did you kind of keep things the same, maybe a mixture of the two?
I mean, yes, it's a mixture of the two, but for the most part, it was very similar. I sat down with the coaches right when I came in and said, you know, what types of things did you do in all 3 zones, and tried to determine what they were doing. And it turned out they were doing a lot of the same stuff that I like to do too. Last year's team was very upperclassmen heavy, so those players were very used to running those types of systems on a nightly basis. We've got some youth on this team. They're grabbing it. They're picking it up. I think we have just enough upperclassmen leadership to kind of have a nice balance. But for the most part, I wouldn't say we changed a whole lot. I have a certain way that I like to practice and a certain philosophy that I coach by, which I'm sure is a little bit different than Coach Jose's, you know, preferred style. But in general, for the players, I don't think it was much different.
I'm glad you mentioned the youth, because that was something I was going to ask you about a little bit. How do you feel the younger guys on the roster are coming along so far?
Well, the last 2 games is where we really saw it. So the first handful of games, you could tell that they were rookies. You know, they're in the lineup for a reason. They're capable. But I see them getting more comfortable now. And, you know, we expect a good handful of those players to be big-time producers for us in the years going forward, but we need some of them to chip in right now. And it might not be showing up on the stat sheet quite so much yet, but we're seeing them in position. We're seeing them make the right plays. We're seeing them support the team. So, you know, we're very happy with those young guys. It'll take a little bit of time, but it's getting better.
Well, this afternoon you've got the Ice Force co-op from the New Berlin area, and you played them. I know the team played them last year early in the season, but that was a long time ago. What do you know about this year's version? They seem to be very young too.
Yeah, I don't know so much about, you know, the grade age of the kids on their team, but I do know that they're very disciplined. They don't take a lot of penalty minutes, and you know, that's been something we've been working on ourselves. We've probably taken too many to start the season, so if we put ourselves at a disadvantage, I mean, we expect them to take advantage of that. So, you know, for us, we want to keep getting better at playing our game. It's what we've been working on. We also want to be more disciplined and stay out of the box. I feel like our special teams is good, but anytime you kill too many penalties in a game, sooner or later it bites you.
So special teams obviously a key in this one. Any other special keys you have for today's game?
Well, we just want to make sure we're the hardest working team on both ends of the ice. I mean, really, we've put a lot of extra time into our forecheck. We saw that show up against Appleton. Now we really need to get our D zone cleaned up and running like a well-oiled machine. Right now it's been a little bit loose. We need to tighten it up, and that's what we're going to focus on.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it, Doug. I appreciate your time as always, and good luck to you and the boys today.
Yeah, it's great seeing you again, Mike. Thanks for covering the team and everything you do for our community.
All right, that's Doug Kraft, head coach of Beaver Dam. We'll step aside, and we're back right after this on DailyDodge.com.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We wish all Beaver Dam athletes success this season. High school sports is a time-honored tradition in Beaver Dam, a tradition that McKinstry's is proud to support. At McKinstry's, community is family, which is why, since 1858, we've been honored to be part of your family's home. We hope that your pieces become family heirlooms. McKinstry's Home Furnishings, downtown Beaver Dam.
To those who love the grind, run with us on a John Deere Gator UV. Because your daily routine may change, but the land stays the same. There's still ground to cover and a herd to keep in line. Out here, the work never stops. So keep going on a Gator UV with the power to forge ahead. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere Gator for more.
Visit your local John Deere dealer, Ballweg Implement in Waupun on Highway 68 West and Beaver Dam on North Spring Street. And always online at ballweg.biz.
Well, just a few moments away from the opening faceoff, let's give you the starting lineups for today's varsity boys hockey game between Beaver Dam and the Ice Force co-op. First for the visiting Ice Force hockey team, coached by John Kennedy. Starting in goal is Tony Friel. He is a senior. The defensemen are Ryan Cook, a senior, along with Tyler Reinke. He is a freshman. And the forwards include Ryan Anderson, a sophomore, along with Gavin Reedy, a junior, and Owen Davids. He is a senior. So again, it's Friel in the net with Reinke and Cook at the D, and Anderson, Reedy, and Davids are the starting forwards. Meanwhile, for the Beaver Dam Golden Beavers, coached by Doug Kraft, and they will start in goal Kirk Davis. The defensemen getting the start tonight are going to be Connor Strasser and also Quentin Schrader. And the forwards getting the start are that top line that we talked about a little bit earlier. Going to be Ian Conlon, who had the 5 goals the other night against Appleton United, along with his line mates Wes Beal and Gavin Hurley. So again, for Beaver Dam, tentative starters are Davis in the net, along with the D of Strasser and Schrader, and then of course Conlon, Beal, and Hurley, the top line at forward, getting the start for Beaver Dam. If anything changes there, we'll of course let you know as soon as we get that word up here, but that's what we have right now. And of course the warm-ups just ended. They're going to, apparently they're going to resurface the ice here, and then we'll get the game underway. For those of you that were wondering, we're talking about this New Berlin co-op. Again, this co-op involves quite a few schools in the Milwaukee area. Now, the lead school is New Berlin Eisenhower, but that's not the only school that makes up this team. You've got players on this squad from Greendale, Franklin, Oak Creek, Greenfield, Waterford, Union Grove, New Berlin West, St. Francis, and Whitnall. So there are a lot of big schools down in the Milwaukee area that make up this co-op. Right now we're going to take a 3-minute break. Let's take a 3-minute break, and we're back for more right after this on DailyDodge.com.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamp, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's back! Employee Pricing Plus on nearly all of our models during the Big Finish sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Hello, this is Brent Reed, and these deals would even put Scrooge in a festive mood. Brand new Jeep Renegade starting at $20,675. Four-wheel drive Compasses, $24,389. Four-wheel drive Cherokees, $24,861, and Dodge Journeys at $22,840. Happy and safe holidays to your family from our family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
Beaver Dam-based WDS Construction offers commercial, general contractor, and pre-construction services in the cold storage, educational, food, industrial, hospitality, medical, and retail markets. Across the nation, WDS provides a better construction experience from groundbreaking to grand opening. And here in its home state, WDS wishes the Beaver Dam Beavers a safe and successful season.
With new bulk storage facilities in Watertown, Burnett, and Friesland, Coal Oil and Propane is now bringing the heat to your homes during the cold winter times with propane and fuel oil. Serving customers in Beaver Dam and all surrounding areas, Coal Oil and Propane is a family-owned company celebrating 100 years of reliable professional delivery, competitive pricing, and excellent customer service. Check them out at coaloilandpropane.com.
Super Lube Oil Change Shop and Super Splash Car Wash Center is located at 1512 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and they have over 27 years of experience. Super Lube is open 7 days a week with no appointment required. You're in and out in about 30 minutes. Stay in your vehicle for contact-free service and receive a free car wash with an oil change. Find them on Facebook for coupons and discounts. Super Lube is locally owned and operated by a veteran, and veterans always receive a 10% discount.
What a great Christmas! Less jets flying around, families staying warm at home, and festive cheer the world over. Who's left on the list? De Silva, Kahn, Muller, and Norberg. Norberg, every year I ask them if they were like a new Lennox comfort system from Surefire, and every year they decline and leave lutefisk instead of cookies. Martin, it's your turn to deliver this year.
No way, fat man! You call Surefire and tell them to fix their heater. Then I'll head down their chimney.
Well, they don't have a chimney, but they do have an effluent line.
Very funny, big guy. Just call Surefire and order a Lennox for them already.
Happy holidays from your friends at Surefire. Act before the end of 2020, and you could have a top-of-the-line Lennox home comfort system installed for as little as $116 per month. Call Surefire today or visit us online at surefireinc.com.
Be sure with Surefire.
Just moments away from the start of this varsity boys hockey game between Beaver Dam and the Ice Force Co-op from the New Berlin area. Mike Tronson with you on DailyDodge.com. And our broadcast today is brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Northwoods Commercial Properties, locally owned and operated by Chad Abel and Jim Moreau, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Today's game also brought to you by your local insurance agent, Kathy Lappin with American Family Insurance, Pine Hills Trucking, Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ballweg Implement, WDS Construction, Coal, Oil, and Propane, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance agent, Surefire, Bayside Supper Club, Lidkey Motors, Richards Insurance, Super Lube, and Richelieu Foods. Well, folks, be sure to stay up to date with Beaver Dam Unified School District at bdusd.org, and you can follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Beaver Dam USD. Also, don't forget to tune in to the monthly Let's Talk radio show with Superintendent Mark DeStefano on the third Thursday of the month at 11:10 a.m. on 1430 WBEV. The Beaver Dam Unified School District, guiding students, empowering futures. Tell you what, let's take another 3-minute break, and we're back to get you ready for the opening face-off in 3 minutes on DailyDodge.com.
Your family depends on you. That's why you work hard to make sure they have everything they need. With life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company, you'll feel good knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most. Now's the time to plan ahead. Let's talk about protecting your loved one's financial future and finding the peace of mind you and your loved ones deserve. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. For details, contact Kathleen Lappin, agent at Kathy Lappin Agency, LLC. Call 920-887-7286 or stop by 1748 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam today.
Richelieu Foods in Beaver Dam is a leading private label food manufacturer, stocking your freezer with delicious pizzas all year long. Richelieu Foods is now hiring for full-time, part-time, and temporary manufacturing positions, and they offer a safe and clean working environment. Become part of the family at Richelieu Foods. Call them today at 920-887-1794. Your friends at Richelieu Foods would like to wish all Beaver Dam High School athletes a safe and successful season.
The Bayside Supper Club will be open Christmas Day from 10 till 3:30 for in-person and takeout dining. Bayside will also be open normal hours on Saturday, December 26th, along with Sunday, December 27th for brunch. As always, check out the Bayside Facebook page for updated specials. Make your reservations now for Christmas dine-in or takeout at the Bayside Supper Club, Highway G in Beaver Dam, 887-0505.
When was the last time someone went the extra mile for you? Hi, I'm Chad Guzzi, owner of Air Care Heating and Air Conditioning in Beaver Dam. We are committed to keeping you happy and comfortable. Whether you need a new furnace installed or your air conditioner repaired, we pay attention to detail and stand behind the work we do. Offering emergency service around the clock, 7 days a week, we have been proudly serving the area since 1981. Let Air Care go the extra mile for you. 920-356-8860. See us today at aircareinc.com.
Servicing your vehicle today can be very challenging. Whether you need brake repair, tire repair, or a tune-up, when you bring your vehicle to Lidkey Motors, your vehicle is taken care of by factory-trained technicians dedicated to complete customer satisfaction. We strive to get your vehicle maintenance and repairs done right the first time. Visit us at lidkeymotors.com to get information about our high-tech collision repair center, order parts, or get a quick quote. And at a certified dealer, you get reliable service by highly trained technicians you can trust. Lidkey Motors is located at 701 Park Avenue, Beaver Dam.
Welcome back inside the Family Center. I'm Mike Tronson with you as we're just minutes away from the opening face-off of this varsity boys hockey game. Well, beginning January 11th, a limited group of spectators will be allowed to attend events at Beaver Dam High School. All Beaver Dam High School winter student athletes and their families should expect email communication prior to the holiday break regarding attendance parameters and procedures. 2 adult spectators per participating student athlete and coach, or an adult with a minor child from the same household will be allowed to watch events live and in person. Tickets will be distributed directly to the student athletes during the week of January 4th. Now, if you have any questions after reading the email communication next week, you can reach out to Athletic Director Melissa Gehring, and they look forward to having some of the BD fam back in the stands. And I second that, that's for sure. Can't wait to see some fans back here at the Family Center and, of course, back in the field house across the street or wherever these sporting events are taking place. But that's some good news. So the light at the end of the tunnel here, so to speak, and I wanted to pass that along from the Beaver Dam High School administration. Hey, if you'd like to send me an email during the broadcast today, feel free to do that. We'll make it interactive. And if you send me your name and where you're from and who you're cheering for, I'd be happy to give you a shout-out. And our brand-new email is sports@dailydodge.com. Again, that's sports@dailydodge.com. Send me an email during the broadcast today, and as time allows, I'll be happy to give you a shout-out on the air. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're rooting for, and we'll make the broadcast interactive. We had a lot of fun last night with the Beaver Dam boys basketball team across the street. Had a lot of folks interacting with the broadcast as Beaver Dam won an exciting game last night, 56-50 over Edgewood. That was the varsity contest. JV contest and the JV2 were won by Edgewood. But, boy, that varsity game was tight throughout. And Beaver Dam, it was a very, very, very physical game. Beaver Dam, made some plays down the stretch. They get out of there, and they stay perfect on the year. Beaver Dam girls basketball team also staying perfect on the year last night. But, boy, they had a little bit of a scare. They were down by a couple to Oostburg at halftime, but they got things adjusted quickly in the second half, and they go on to a win. So how about Beaver Dam basketball, boys and girls, both unbeaten on the season. So they're having good seasons. And, of course, speaking of basketball, Monday and Tuesday evenings here on the dailydodge.com video stream, we will have coverage of Beaver Dam girls basketball. You talk about a monster back-to-back. Well, the Beaver Dam girls have a huge two-game stretch Monday and Tuesday, a couple of very quality ranked opponents. Monday night, the Beaver Dam girls welcome the Marshall Cardinals to the field house. That's a varsity-only game, no JV that night. Beaver Dam and Marshall, of course, Beaver Dam, 3 straight state championships, 27 through 2019. Marshall won back-to-back titles in 2017 and 2018. That is just a monster matchup. You've got Division I recruits on both sides. It's going to be fun. And we hope you'll join us on the dailydodge.com video stream Monday night for Beaver Dam girls and Marshall. And that game, again, that's going to start at 7 o'clock, straight up 7 o'clock. So we'll start our pregame show around 6:30 on Monday night. And then on Tuesday, we're right back at it as the Beaver Dam girls head up to Waupun. And Waupun is loaded with talent, and they're ranked. I think they were number 3 or number 2 in Division III. Do you know, Wade? Yeah, he's shaking his head here. So you're talking about another great matchup. That's a 7:15 start on Tuesday night. And so we'll have that one for you with a pregame show about 6:45 on Tuesday. Again, that's a varsity only, no JV that night. Let's sneak in another 1-minute break here. Let's take a 1-minute break. Back for the face-off here in just a moment on dailydodge.com.
We love a good deal, especially bundles. Buy one, get one free. 25% off a set. Buy dinner, get a free dessert. Did you know one of the best deals in insurance comes from a bundle? Ask about the ultimate bundle at Richards Insurance. First, they'll shop around multiple insurance companies for the best policy at the best price for your auto. Then, they'll do the same for your homeowner's or renter's policy. Then, they'll give you an additional discount for bundling them. Sounds like a good deal to me. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. Also offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full service counseling with no obligation. Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615. That's 887-1615.
We'll be there with you.
Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Well, again, just waiting for the teams to take the ice here. It's the Zamboni has done its job. Ice has been resurfaced. I see the Ice Force waiting to step out onto the rink, and we're just waiting for Beaver Dam to come down from the dressing room. Not sure what the delay is, but I promise we're going to have hockey here at some point for you in just a couple of moments. I mentioned that both these teams played on Tuesday night. Both were winners. Beaver Dam with the 7-5 victory at Appleton United. New Berlin Co-op, they were victorious over Waupun. 3-2 was the final in that one. Looking ahead here for these squads, Beaver Dam's next game after this one is going to be on Tuesday night. They will head up to take on Neenah. That's the Neenah Co-op, Neenah, Hortonville, Menasha. That's going to be up at the Community First Champion Center in Appleton, 7 o'clock on Tuesday night. And then Beaver Dam's got some games over the holiday break. Monday, December 28th, they're at Waupun, a 7 o'clock start. And the Golden Beavers on Tuesday night, December 29th, will head up north, and they will take on De Pere. Another road game there. Meanwhile, on the New Berlin side, let's see here. They have got, is that right? They've got a game tomorrow on a Sunday. Wow. December 20th, they've got Sheboygan on the schedule at the Pettit Center down in Milwaukee. It's a 10:30 a.m. start tomorrow morning. Wait, talk about a quick turnaround. 3 o'clock today, 10:30 tomorrow. And then they've got a game scheduled for Wednesday, December 23rd at the Pettit against Oshkosh. Oshkosh will be in town Saturday, December 26th, Beloit Memorial. That's a game at the Pettit Center. And on New Year's Eve at 3 o'clock, they're at Monroe. So some games coming up for them. I'm not sure what the delay is here. We had the ice right now. Here come the officials. Okay, I'm getting to worry a little bit here. Are we going to have a game? Yes, we're going to have a game for you folks, but waiting for the officials to get out. Now we should be able to bring the teams out as there was some sort of a delay. But we'll get going here in just a moment. Doug Kraft back this year in Beaver Dam, taking over the program. And the head coach of the Ice Force is John Kennedy. John is a long-time hockey coach. He's coached, I think, at a lot of different levels, high school level and lower levels. And he also, I believe, was, I don't know if he's still an official, but I think he was a long-time official as well, and very, very well respected in the Wisconsin hockey community. So, you know, for the Ice Force being a younger team, I tell you what, couldn't ask for a better guy to have as your leader, and coach with, brings a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience to the game. But Doug Kraft, he's going to do a great job too here. I mean, he's had some different stops in his career, and I tell you what, he'll get these guys going. And like I said, both these teams come in with a little momentum. Both teams had lost 2 in a row prior to their wins on Tuesday night. I mean, it's a similar pattern for both these teams. Beaver Dam lost its first 2 games of the year. Then they beat Homestead, dropped 2 more before beating Appleton. For New Berlin, they dropped 3 in a row to start the year, but now they've won 2 of their last 4. And so, you know what? Maybe these young teams, starting to find their legs under them a little bit, and the experience starting to pay off. And so we're just about ready to get this game underway here at the Family Center. And in the first period today, the Ice Force will skate left to right, as you see it on your video screen. Beaver Dam will go right to left. Of course, they'll switch it up at the end of the period. Beaver Dam in those home jerseys, the white jerseys with the green and yellow lettering and trim. The Ice Force, I like their color scheme. They've got the black jerseys with the blue trim and the white numbers. And so we're going to be underway here in just a second. And it looks like it is going to be Gavin Hurley to take the face-off against Gavin Reedy. So a pair of Gavins take the opening face-off, and the puck is sent into the Ice Force zone. And here's a shot from the right side, and that one goes wide of the net on that shot by Ian Conlon. He was trying to pick up where he left off in the last game. Puck is brought back into the Beaver Dam zone, but then sent right out to center ice. Bouncing puck, and it's going to be picked up at his own blue line by Logan Heim. He sends it out to center, and now that is Hurley trying to get a stick on it. Was sent back the other way and deep down into the Beaver Dam zone. where it's going to be tracked down by Logan Heim. Heim sends it around the boards to the far side. Now a return feed goes back behind the net. There's Heim, and he'll just leave it off for a teammate. It's banked off the window, but out to center it goes, and then pushed back into the zone where Gavin Hurley will send it out to center. It's knocked down at the Ice Force blue line. It's now sent in down deep into the zone. There's Ryan Cook, the defenseman, with it. Cook changes direction along the end boards. He goes behind his own net. We're about a minute into the opening period. Puck is kept in near the blue line, and it's sent down deep into the Ice Force zone. And Cook couldn't get a stick on it. It's played into the left corner, and now back behind the net. Here's Jacob Lant for Beaver Dam, but it's taken away from him over on the far side, and it's going to be brought out to center by the Ice Force. 15:49 to go in the first period. Now Beaver Dam loses the puck at center, and Gavin Reedy picks it up and sends it all the way down, and that's going to be a whistle and an icing call, and both teams are going to make a line change. With 15:43 to go in the opening period, no score as of yet. We've got a face-off coming up to the left of Tony Friel, the Ice Force netminder. So just underway here at the Family Center. This is Jacob Lant taking the draw for the Golden Beavers. Beavers win the draw, and a shot, and that one is steered wide. Over on the near side now at the half wall. It's sent out to center ice. And here comes Mason Trinkner for the Ice Force, playing it behind the cage. He is going to pick up the puck and now send it back the other way. It's sent up to the blue line and all the way down the ice. It was nobody home for the Ice Force, and it went all the way down, and the goaltender Friel will have to play it to a teammate. Sent up the boards and not out of the zone. Beaver Dam keeps it in. Played to the near half wall. And picking it up now is Cook. And the puck knocked up in the air and finally knocked down and sent out towards center. Jumped right back in and sent back out. At the Beaver Dam blue line, it's picked up there and sent ahead. Here's Conlon gaining the line. He's in the offensive zone, sends it, tried to center it actually, and that was Beaver Dam's Gavin Hurley trying to get a stick on it, but could not. Now back the other way. This is Brady Dartis. Played to the right side. Now here's Reed Ludwig trying to center it towards the net. And a stick save made by Kirk Davis. Beaver Dam controlling, and now we'll get it out to center ice. This is Conlon in the neutral zone. Gains the line. Conlon tried to send a pass to him, and now a turnover and a shot right on, and a save made by Friel on a big blast by Wes Beal. Well, Wes Beal found himself with plenty of real estate, and the puck came right to him. He blasted one in, but a glove save made by Friel to keep this game scoreless. 14:25 to go in the opening period. Face off to the right of Tony Friel, and it's played to the end boards. Here's Cook down there in the corner. He's going to skate out of there with it through the space-off circle, sends it out to center ice. And this is going to be Gavin Reedy tracking it down low in the Beaver Dam. Centered it in front. Puck is loose on the left doorstep and swatted out of there. Now Beal will take it out to center ice. Puck is knocked loose, bouncing puck. It's going to be played to the near wall, and taking it there, Owen David sends it back into the Golden Beaver zone. That hit traffic. Now banked ahead, and it'll go all the way down into the Ice Force zone. After it, there is Tyler Reinke. Reinke going to skate behind the cage. 13:48 to go in the first period. No score yet in the hockey game. Here is Cook picking it up. This is Cook along the end wall, lifts it high in the air, and kept in though by Heim. Shoots! Stick save made. Rebound shot. Another save made. Puck is loose and now swatted aside and sent back out to center. Couple of big saves by Friel. So Beaver Dam with some early opportunities, and this is going to be an icing on the Ice Force with 13:29 to go in a scoreless first period. So Beaver Dam had a couple of looks here in the last few sequences, but Friel has been up to the task so far. The faceoff will come to the left of Friel. And here's Jacob Lant to take the draw for Beaver Dam. And from the faceoff, it's played by Quinn Bradford around to the near side wall, and now poked back down to the end boards again. Played off the plexiglass, up to the half wall, and now sent back to the end wall by Beaver Dam's Connor Strasser. Loose puck behind the cage. It'll be picked up by Max Blooming. He'll skate to the far side, swats it towards the blue line. It's kept in at the point. Puck is loose near the slot area, and the Ice Force will skate out to center with it. That was Bradford, then he lost it. Poke checked off his stick. It's sent into the Beaver Dam zone, where it's taken there by Quentin Schrader in front of his own net. Schrader banks it off the boards, but not out. It's kept in by Blooming, and he sends it around behind. Now Schrader over to the half wall on the far side. And the puck sent up to the blue line, but not out. And now it will be taken out to center ice. Right in front of the bench area there as play continues. 12:33 to go in the first period. No score between the Golden Beavers and the Ice Force. Beaver Dam controlling right now in the neutral area. Here's Strasser. He's met at the blue line. He's checked into the boards by Cook, and now it's picked up by Trinkner. Trinkner skating through traffic. He'll take it out to center. Up the right wing side, gains the blue line into the Beaver Dam zone. He's checked into the boards, lost the puck in the process. Beal couldn't get a stick on it, and now it is out on the front of the net there, and Kirk Davis has to cover that one up quickly. 12:07 to go in the opening frame. Right now, no score in the hockey game. Beaver Dam's had a couple of chances. A couple of good quality chances in close. They haven't been able to score. Face-off in the Golden Beaver zone to the right of Davis. This is Brady Dardis to take the face-off for the Ice Force against Beaver Dam's Gavin Hurley. And the puck is sent to the near side wall. Beavers just want to get it out of there, and they will back in up the center. And here we go. This is Hurley, left side into the offensive zone. Shot and a save made by Friel, and he'll hang on. We've got a whistle with 11:52. Well, Hurley with another chance there for Beaver Dam. He had some room on the left side, coming in strong, but Friel has been up to the task. 11:52 to go in the, and here, fun fact, Ian Conlon and Wes Beal are cousins. I didn't know that. Hey, I learn something new every day. Thanks, Wade. Wade Bates, my videographer and engineer. So, Sherry Sack. Well, of course, I knew that Ian is Sherry's son. And Sherry, hope you're enjoying the broadcast, and I hope all the parents and fans of both teams are tuned in and enjoying this broadcast so far. We want to get you some goals here pretty soon if we can, but it's been a good one so far. 11 and a half minutes left in the first period. There is no score as of yet, and Beaver Dam plays it near their own zone, and this is going to be sent out to center. Logan Heim almost had it taken away. Heim now near the Ice Force blue line, sends it across to Beal, right side. Back the other way, Conlon in the slot, shot, and that one goes just wide to the right. I'm not sure if the goaltender Friel got a piece of it or not. I think it was just wide. Hit off the shoulder, all right. Play continues. They're behind the net. There's Beal, centers it in front, save made, poke checked away by Friel. Oh, another golden opportunity. Now Conlon along the end boards. Conlon being hassled defensively, gets away, sends it to the half wall, and now up towards the blue line. It's kept in. Loose puck, and finally swatted out to center by Anderson. Beaver Dam will have to retreat into their own zone. Here's Heim back in his own zone, sending it up the left wing side. Beal takes it across the blue line. Beal sending it down low. Conlon centered it, backhanded shot, and a save by Friel as Beal fired a backhander on net. And boy, Friel was standing tall once again as he stops Beal and the Golden Beavers. Line change here for Beaver Dam. 10:31 to go in the first period. Entertaining action here. And like I said, Beaver Dam has come close a couple of times. And we've got an email here from Brian and Sarah Brown cheering for Nate Brown and the Ice Force from Franklin, Wisconsin. Well, thanks for the email, folks. Do appreciate it. You can send me an email on the broadcast today. I'd be happy to give you a shout-out. That email again is sports@dailydodge.com. Sports@dailydodge.com. Here come the Ice Force out to center. Up the right wing side, and Reedy lost it, and now Beaver Dam back the other way. In a flash, here is Strasser with a drive and a glove save made by Friel. And that'll stop things with 10:14 left to play in the opening frame. Faceoff will come to the left of Tony Friel. Offensive zone draw for Lant and the Golden Beavers, who've had some chances. And the faceoff is won by the Ice Force. That was Zach Bugaiski that sent it to the near side. Now picked up by Lant and sent to the end boards. He had it swatted away. And Bugaiski will try and chase it down again in the corner, but instead it's grabbed by Aiden Root of Beaver Dam and sent around to Boston Damon. Beaver Dam's third line out there right now, getting some ice time. And loose puck in the slot area. Over on the left side here, Strasser picking it up, and a shot high over the top of the net. It's going to go all the way back out to center, and chasing it down will be Schrader. He has to retreat back down deep into his own zone. Schrader trying to spin away from Ryan Anderson. Puck is loose in the slot, and here is a backhanded shot. Save made by Davis on the backhanded shot by Gavin Reedy. And now here's Reinke trying to dig it out along the boards. A little tie-up up near the blue line. Puck is still tied up along the boards as they fight for it. 9:15 to go in the first period. And what a pileup we have. Let's see, somebody trying to get that puck out of there. And I can see it. Now it's sent to the blue line, but it's kept in. Shot from the blue line goes wide of the net. It'll go into the right corner. Here's Heim trying to chase it down. Max Blooming was after it. It's sent to the blue line, and it trickles out to center. And where it's going to be Root trying to get a stick on it. He can't. It's poked back in. Strasser will have to retreat, and he goes down deep into his own zone. Skates behind the cage, banks it around the boards, and it's picked up near the right faceoff circle by Tugas, but then he lost it, and it's sent all the way down. That's going to be a whistle, and icing will be called on the Golden Beavers. So the faceoff will come back into the Beaver Dam zone now with 8:38 left to play in the first period. Got an email here from Sammy George from Beaver Dam cheering on number 9, Quentin Schrader. So, Sammy, thank you very much for the email. Again, sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, and we'll be happy to give you a shout-out on this broadcast. This is dailydodge.com. My name is Mike Tronson, and my videographer and engineer is Wade Bates. We've got a penalty. Penalty called here. A 10-minute misconduct was called on the Ice Force. I'm just trying to see. I can't see the number in the box there, but we had a 10-minute misconduct called. So the faceoff will come in the Beaver Dam zone to the left of Davis. And now the official's just discussing something. We have a momentary delay here. So a misconduct penalty was called, and it doesn't result in a man advantage. On the Super Lube scoreboard, we have no score. No score yet on the Super Lube scoreboard, but not for lack of chances. Both teams have had some chances. Beaver Dam, some very quality chances here early in this game. Puck is played down into the Ice Force zone, and this is Cook in the left corner. Lifting it up into the air, it bounces out to center ice, but it'll be taken there by Beaver Dam. Heim sends it to the near side, and now out it goes. Beal will take it off the boards, gains the line. He centered it, but nobody was home, and now a pass off a stick. Picked up by Conlon. He fires, and that one got blocked. And another centering pass, but that never got to the slot area as Cook intercepted, and he sends it off the boards on the far side, and here they come out to center. This is Trinkner. Mason Trinkner. He's going to go off for a change as he dumps it down deep into the Golden Beaver zone. It's going to be picked up by Brady Shaw, the defenseman. Here's Shaw, right near his own cage. Now he starts the charge up ice for the Golden Beavers. Shaw, left wing side, sends it into the offensive zone, banks it off the inboards. Conlon tracks it down. Conlon trying to avoid a check, banks it ahead, and now picked up by the Ice Force, and they get it out to center as they rinked it all the way around the boards. It was deflected down, not going to be any icing. Ice Force will make some changes here with 7:22 and counting left in the first period. No score as of yet on the Super Lube scoreboard. And here is Shaw in his own zone for the Golden Beavers. Shaw sends it out to neutral ice. Look out, that one deflects up in the air right into your living room, or just past your living room there down the hall. And that'll bring a stoppage of play with 7:09 left to play in the opening stanza here at the Family Center. Good action so far. Both goaltenders have made some saves. Tony Friel's made some big saves early from point-blank range. And we are still scoreless. Shots on goal right now, 7-3 in favor of Beaver Dam. And this is Lant. He skates behind the cage in the offensive zone to the near side. Now drops it behind, and it's going to be picked up by Gavin Reedy, but then Reedy had it taken away behind the net, and it's sent to the far side boards. Spun around was Anderson. Anderson actually fired it out and all the way down the ice. So it's going to be icing as the whistle blows. Icing call on the Ice Force. We'll bring the faceoff back into the New Berlin zone with 6:38 remaining in the first period. Both teams are going to put some fresh bodies on the ice before the faceoff. And the draw will be taken to the left of Friel. This is going to be Gavin Hurley to do the honors for the Golden Beavers, and Max Blooming will take the draw. It's won by Beaver Dam, and they control the blue line. Pass past Conlon down into the corner, sent behind the cage. Now return feed is intercepted, and it's loose along the left corner where they'll have to track it down. It's sent up to the half wall, and now out to center, and back down into the Beaver Dam zone it goes. This is Quentin Schrader. Schrader trying to leave it off now for Hurley. He sends it around. Schrader sends it to the half wall. Cross ice pass out at center ice. It was a little too far for the intended target. Shot back into the Beaver Dam zone. And they're going to come right back out to center with it as a rink-wide pass is taken by Conlon. Conlon trying to go through a double team, and now a turnover, and here comes Brown into the offensive zone. That was Nate Brown, but he lost the puck as he was played into the sidewall. Out at center ice, here's Conlon gaining the offensive zone once more. Right wing side, centers it, shot, and a save made. Oh my goodness, what a pretty pass by Conlon to Hurley, who was wide open in the slot in front of the net. Could not put it home, though. 5:28 to go in period number 1. Here is Strasser getting it across onside. Strasser, right half wall, skating down into the corner, catching up with the puck. Now it's knocked loose, but he's going to retreat to the left corner. He'll pick it up once more. Avoids the check. Sent up to the left point. Beal, cross ice pass to the right point. There's a shot, and that one hit traffic. And now sent up in the air, and it's going to go out to center, right in front of the bench area. And here comes Brady Dardis into the offensive zone. And nice defense by Beal to deny a clean shot as Dardis was going into the slot area. Puck is still in the Beaver Dam zone. This is Trinkner. Trinkner sends it up to the Cook at the right point. There's a cross ice pass. And this is a shot, and right in on Davis. A lot of traffic in front. Davis saw it all the way, makes the glove save, and we'll have a stoppage now. 4:42 left to play first period on the Super Lube scoreboard. We are still scoreless. 0-0 between Beaver Dam and the Ice Force on your Super Lube scoreboard. Been a entertaining period, as we said. Chances on both sides. This will be Brady Dardis to take the faceoff to the right of the netminder Davis. It's kept in by Reinke and sent down low in the zone. They'll fight for it in the left corner. A little tie up there. And now the whistle blows. That was Trinkner that was tied up down there, along with a couple of players for Beaver Dam also going after it. And we're going to do it again. We'll have another faceoff. That was actually Brady Shaw that was tied up with Trinkner, fighting for that. We have a penalty, actually, too. Penalties called on Beaver Dam. This is going to go on Beaver Dam's Jacob Lant, and it's going to be a 2-minute minor penalty. I didn't catch the call. Was it? It's a Richelieu Foods power play. So we want to thank them for joining us as a sponsor, as a puck deflected out of play. One of our brand new sponsors on Beaver Dam High School Sports. It's a Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force. With 4:21 left in period number 1 on the Super Lube scoreboard, it's 0-0, but right now a man advantage for the visitors. So let's see how the Beaver Dam penalty kill does. You know, that was one of, and right now they send it down the length of the ice. That's a good start. Doug Kraft, in his interview before the game, he said, one of the big keys, he says, is special teams. He says he feels that the team's been taking too many penalties early in the season, and so he wants to see that number down a bit. He says can't keep spending all our time killing penalties, but they have to do that right here. There's 1:25 left in the man advantage, the Richelieu Foods power play. And here comes Reedy into the offensive zone for the Ice Force, skating around. Going to send it up to the point. Now it's backhanded to the half wall. Centering pass. This is a shot, and rising shot. Save made, and off the end boards, it was banked right back to one of the Ice Force players who shot it on net, and Davis made the save. That'll stop things with 3:38 left in the period. Still 70 seconds remaining in the Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force. And both teams making some changes here. Shots on goal at this juncture, 7-5 in favor of Beaver Dam. Face off to the left of Davis. And the draw is controlled by Beaver Dam and sent out to center and then back into the Ice Force zone. It's going to be tracked down by Gavin Reedy. Sends it around. Picked up by Ryan Cook. Cook in his own zone. Cross ice pass to the left wing side. And coming back is Dardis. Lost it, though, as he crossed the blue line, and it's shot all the way back down. Good penalty kill thus far by Beaver Dam. It's a Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force. 40 seconds remaining in the man advantage. And right now, Beaver Dam's got them bottled up in their own zone a little bit. Almost a turnover there. Sent out to center, and Andre Tugas sends it back into the Beaver Dam zone. Now Shaw goes after it, along with Dardis. And Shaw played off the puck. It's sent in the air and out to center, and here's Beal. Beal, had a poke checked away by Reedy, but then Conlon got a stick on it, and then he lost it, and now it's Ryan Cook at his own blue line. 9 seconds left in the man advantage. It's a Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force shot, and that one deflected off of traffic, never got to the net. 2 seconds, one, and the Richelieu Foods power play is over for the Ice Force as Launt's back on. And Beaver Dam killed off the penalty. Now a 2-on-1 developing the other way. Lant into the offensive zone, left side. Centers it, and it's broken up in front and poked aside by the goaltender Friel. Out at center, loose puck near the Ice Force blue line. Here's Lant again. Right back into the New Berlin zone. Centering pass. Conlon right in front all alone. Shoots. And Friel makes the save. Oh, my goodness. Conlon wide open in front of the net. They found him, and Friel, I don't think he knew where it was for a second. He made the save on a point-blank chance by Ian Conlon. So with 2:03 to go in period number one, it remains scoreless on the Super Lube scoreboard. Oh, my goodness. Here's a blast from the blue line, and that one's blocked in front, and a clearing attempt is kept in. With it now is Root, sending it up to Strasser near the left point. He plays it to the half wall, down to the corner. There is Root again. He's being hassled down there by Blooming. Sends it around. With it now, Boston Damon. He's tied up in the right corner. And it's a shot that was blocked and going to be sent to the blue line, but not out. Kept in again by the Golden Beavers. Bouncing puck in the slot area, and this is a shot, and it goes wide of the net by Beaver Dam's Aiden Root. Well, the third line doing a nice job here, getting some offensive zone time. 1:17 and counting left in the first period. No score on the Super Lube scoreboard. Puck goes back into the Beaver Dam end, but this is icing on the Ice Force. 10-5 shots on goal right now in favor of the Golden Beavers, but nothing on the scoreboard. We have 1:11 left to play in period number one. And I've got some more emails coming in. I'll get to those here in a little bit as we're rapidly approaching the first intermission. Shot and knocked down in front, and then fanning on it was Beal. He'll try and track it down along the end. Well, hit a poke checked off his stick. It's loose in the corner. And the puck played up to the half wall, now skated out to center. This is Gavin Reedy. Reedy gains the offensive zone. Left wing side, shoots, and Davis made the save. Puck is loose as the rebound comes to the near side. Out at center ice, it's backhanded back in, but now Shaw picks it up. Shaw out to center, but that one went off the skate of Reedy. Reedy's going to track it down and dump it right back in. It goes right in on net, and Davis steers it aside with a stick. 30 seconds remaining, first period of play. No score. And Beaver Dam trying to clear the zone, and they will get it up to center. Shaw forced it out, but Cook knocked him down. And now Shaw gets back up, sends it into the offensive zone. Ice Force will have to play it down deep in their own end. 15 seconds to go in the period. No score in the hockey game on the Super Lube scoreboard. Puck went past Lant. Now it's backhanded out of the zone by Anderson. 6 seconds remaining in the first period. And chasing it down are the Beavers in their own zone. And that's going to pretty much do it as it's sent out to center. The horn sounds. After one period of play on the Super Lube scoreboard, it's Beaver Dam nothing and the Ice Force nothing. Entertaining first period with chances on both sides. One power play in the period, but nobody able to light the lamp after 17 minutes here at the Family Center. Let's take a 3-minute break. We'll step aside. We'll take a 3-minute break, and we're back for our first intermission report right after this on DailyDodge.com.
It's back! Employee Pricing Plus on nearly all of our models during the Big Finish sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Hello, this is Brent Reed, and these deals would even put Scrooge in a festive mood. Brand new Jeep Renegade starting at $20,675. Four-wheel drive Compasses, $24,389. Four-wheel drive Cherokees, $24,861, and Dodge Journeys at $22,840. Happy and safe holidays to your family from our family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamb, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you looking for a career where you are appreciated and treated well for what you do? Pine Hills Trucking is currently hiring and they want you to become a part of their family. Bob, the owner of Pine Hills Trucking, knows the entire team has contributed to the success of the business, and he's grateful for everyone he has worked with along the way. Now he wants to hear from you. Call 920-887-8337 to learn more. Your friends at Pine Hills Trucking wish all Beaver Dam High School athletes a safe and successful season.
Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be a sponsor of Beaver Dam High School sports. Be sure to stop in and pick up all of your baking and holiday needs. They have everything you need. A full-service deli, delicious bakery goods, fully stocked meat counter, fresh produce, and so much more. And don't forget, they offer grocery delivery when you use Instacart. Shop local and save. Let's go, Beaver Dam Beavers, from Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly on the beautiful east side of Beaver Dam.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We wish all Beaver Dam athletes success this season. High school sports is a time-honored tradition in Beaver Dam, a tradition that McKinstry's is proud to support. At McKinstry's, community is family, which is why, since 1858, we've been honored to be part of your family's home. We hope that your pieces become family heirlooms. McKinstry's Home Furnishings, downtown Beaver Dam.
To those who love the grind, run with us on a John Deere Gator UV. Because your daily routine may change, but the land stays the same. There's still ground to cover and a herd to keep in line. Out here, the work never stops. So keep going on a Gator UV with the power to forge ahead. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere Gator for more.
Visit your local John Deere dealer, Ballweg Implement in Waupun on Highway 68 West and Beaver Dam on North Spring Street. And always online at ballweg.biz.
And welcome back inside the Family Center. Mike Tronson with you on the dailydodge.com video stream alongside my videographer and engineer Wade Bates. We welcome you back to coverage of Beaver Dam boys hockey on Daily Dodge. And at the end of one period of play, it is Beaver Dam nothing and the Ice Force Co-op nothing. Our presenting video sponsors for today's game include Columbus Family Dental, Northwoods Commercial Properties, locally owned and operated by Chad Abel and Jim Moreau, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Today's game also brought to you by your local insurance agent, Kathy Lappin with American Family Insurance, Pine Hills Trucking, Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ballweg Implement, WDS Construction, Coal, Oil, and Propane, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance agent, Surefire, Bayside Supper Club, Lidkey Motors, Richards Insurance, Super Lube, and Richelieu Foods. On the Super Lube scoreboard after one, we are scoreless here at the Family Center. And looking at the first period numbers, of course, no goals to talk about, but shots on goal in the period. Beaver Dam with 10 shots on goal. The Ice Force with 7 in the period. Saves in the period. Davis of Beaver Dam, 7 shots faced, 7 shots stopped. And on the other side, the goaltender Tony Friel of the Ice Force, he stopped all 10 shots that he faced in the period. Penalties in the period. Beaver Dam had 1 penalty for 2 minutes, a 2-minute minor to Lant. The Ice Force with 1 penalty for 10 minutes, a misconduct penalty that was called. Other than that, we are scoreless at the end of one period of play. I want to get to some emails that have come in here. And again, you can send me an email during the broadcast today. Just send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, and I'd be happy to give you a shout out. We'll make the broadcast interactive. That email is sports@dailydodge.com. Again, send it to sports@dailydodge.com. Got a email here. Let's see. This is Ben Beal at home cheering on his big brother Wesley. Ben, thanks for checking in. Appreciate that. So Ben watching his brother Wesley play today in the game here. Got another email here. It says we've got an email from Kathy Lippert. This is Ian's aunt in Stoughton, wishing Ian and the rest of the Beavers a great game today. Kathy, thank you very, very much for your email. Hope you're doing well. And see another email here. It says, you guys are great. Thanks for doing this. Well, you are very welcome, and thank you very, very much for that kind message. This is a shout out to our Ice Force senior number 25, Jackson Reed, and his best friends. We're cheering from home. It says, "Go Blue." That is from the Reed family. Email from the Reed family watching today. Thank you very much for tuning in. And let's see here. Got another email. This is Go Brady Dardis. Go Brady Go. Love Mom and the girls. This is from Hillary. Hillary Dardis checking in today. Says thank you very much, and you are very welcome. Thank you for sending that email. Again, our email address here on the broadcast is sports@dailydodge.com. That's sports@dailydodge.com. Tell you what we'll do. Let's take another 3-minute break. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We're back for more right after this on dailydodge.com.
Beaver Dam-based WDS Construction offers commercial, general contractor, and pre-construction services in the cold storage, educational, food, industrial, hospitality, medical, and retail markets. Across the nation, WDS provides a better construction experience from groundbreaking to grand opening. And here in its home state, WDS wishes the Beaver Dam Beavers a safe and successful season.
With new bulk storage facilities in Watertown, Burnett, and Friesland, Coal, Oil, and Propane is now bringing the heat to your homes during the cold winter times with propane and fuel oil. Serving customers in Beaver Dam and all surrounding areas, Coal, Oil, and Propane is a family-owned company celebrating 100 years of reliable professional delivery, competitive pricing, and excellent customer service. Check them out at coaloilandpropane.com.
Your family depends on you. That's why you work hard to make sure they have everything they need. With life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company, you'll feel good knowing you've taken steps to protect what matters most. Now's the time to plan ahead. Let's talk about protecting your loved one's financial future and finding the peace of mind you and your loved ones deserve. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. For details, contact Kathleen Lappin, agent at Kathy Lappin Agency, LLC. Call 920-887-7286 or stop by 1748 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam today.
Super Lube Oil Change Shop and Super Splash Car Wash Center is located at 1512 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and they have over 27 years of experience. Super Lube is open 7 days a week with no appointment required. You're in and out in about 30 minutes. Stay in your vehicle for contact-free service and receive a free car wash with an oil change. Find them on Facebook for coupons and discounts. Super Lube is locally owned and operated by a veteran, and veterans always receive a 10% discount.
Richelieu Foods in Beaver Dam is a leading private label food manufacturer, stocking your freezer with delicious pizzas all year long. Richelieu Foods is now hiring for full-time, part-time, and temporary manufacturing positions, and they offer a safe and clean working environment. Become part of the family at Richelieu Foods. Call them today at 920-887-1794. Your friends at Richelieu Foods would like to wish all Beaver Dam High School athletes a safe and successful season.
Well, the Beaver Dam Unified School District identifies a School of the Month during the school year, and a shout-out to the students, staff, and families of Lincoln Elementary, December's School of the Month. And don't forget, for your viewing pleasure and engagement, the Beaver Dam Unified School District's monthly Board of Education meetings are streamed live on the district's YouTube page. Visit bdusd.org for Board of Education information and details on upcoming meetings. I want to pass this along again. I mentioned it earlier, but it's worth repeating. Beginning January 11th, a limited group of spectators will be allowed to attend events at Beaver Dam High School. All Beaver Dam High School winter student athletes and their families should expect email communication prior to the holiday break regarding attendance parameters and procedures. 2 adult spectators per participating student athlete and coach, or an adult with a minor child from the same household, will be allowed to watch events live and in person. Tickets will be distributed directly to the student athletes during the week of January 4th, And if you have any questions after reading the email communication next week, you can reach out to Athletic Director Melissa Gehring. And they look forward to having some of the BD fam back in the stands. 0-0 on the Super Lube scoreboard. Beaver Dam and the Ice Force Co-op are scoreless after one period of play. Want to get to some more emails that have come in. And I got an email here. This is Maddie cheering on Reed Ludwig. Maddie Zastro checking in, cheering on Reed Ludwig of the Ice Force. Maddie, thank you very much for sending that email today. Got another one here. Let's see. This is, we've got Caitlin and Derek Schwant, Ian's older sister, cheering for Ian Conlon from DeForest today. So Caitlin and Derek, thank you very much for checking in. And they say, go Beavers in that email. Thanks very much for your email. Let's see, another one here. We've got this one. It says, thank you for the broadcast. Watching my nephew Ian Conlon and cousin Wesley Beal from Kuwait. Wow, go Beaver Dam. This is from Charlie Sackett. Charlie, thank you so much for checking in from halfway across the world. My goodness, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're safe over there, and thanks so much for checking in. That's Charlie Sackett watching the broadcast today on dailydodge.com. Again, you can send us an email to sports@dailydodge.com. sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name and where you're from, who you're cheering for, what you had for lunch, what you want for Christmas, your hopes and dreams. Well, you get the idea. Just send it on, and we'll have some fun making the broadcast interactive today. Mike Tronson alongside Wade Bates, and we'll be underway here in the second period momentarily. And, of course, they'll switch it up in the second period. Beaver Dam will skate left to right, as you'll see it on your video screen. And the Ice Force will go right to left. Shots on goal again in the first period, 10 for Beaver Dam, 7 for the Ice Force. Both goaltenders were perfect. And boy, Tony Friel made some big-time saves in that first period as, boy, Conlon and company, they had a couple of first-rate chances in close range. And Friel was able to stand tall for the Ice Force to keep this game scoreless. Yeah, I mean, Beaver Dam's top line, that Conlon, Hurley, Beal line is really clicking right now. And so it's nice to see they're producing. We talked about the big night they had against Appleton on Tuesday. Conlon tying the school record with the 5 goals, had a 6-point night. But again, it's not just Conlon; it's that entire line. Those three are they're clicking right now. They've got some things figured out, and they're tough to stop. But as I said, Friel coming up big, and Davis made a couple of big saves himself. So let's see what happens as we get set to start period number 2 here at the Family Center. Boy, what a great day of sports, huh? A lot of prep sports going on. Great big day of college and pro sports, especially in Wisconsin. You had the Badger men's basketball team playing this morning, and the football team playing Minnesota for Paul Bunyan Zacks. You've got the Packers playing later tonight. Boy, a lot of good stuff going on. That is for sure. And so we're glad that you took part of your day to tune in and join us here on dailydodge.com and give these teams a little love here at the high school level. Anyways, face off at center ice to start the second period. Here we go. And it's going to be Beaver Dam's Gavin Hurley to take the draw. And he'll face it off against Gavin Reedy. And the second period is underway as the puck is played into the Golden Beaver zone. Reedy poking it down low in the Beaver zone. And a little drop pass, but it's picked up instead by Beaver Dam. Here's Conlon out to center, 1-on-2. Gains the line. Conlon, right side, into the corner, centers it, and he could not connect. And it's played out to center. Here comes Reedy. Through traffic, across the blue line, tries to get by the defense, shoots, and a save made by Davis. Oh, my goodness. Nifty move there by Reedy to partially get past the defender, but he could not put it home. Did he hit the crossbar? Okay, so there you go. And there another shot, and that one's wide, and it'll be played into the corner. I thought maybe Davis got a piece of it, but hey, the next best thing, the goalie's best friend, is the pipe. There you go. This is Tyler Reinke. Sending it around in his own zone. Up to the blue line it goes, and deflected out to center ice, but Shaw is going to pick it up in his own zone for the Golden Beavers. There's a pass to the left side, and that's intercepted as it's sent ahead and brought back into the Golden Beaver zone. Centering pass right into the slot. There's Reedy. Another pass to the right doorstep, and it failed to connect with Dardis, who was all alone down there. And Beaver Dam will now bring it out to center ice. And on the right side, here is Lont centering it. Nobody home for the Golden Beavers as it's picked up by Reinke, and Reinke sends it up, but not out. Clearing attempt is kept in. Played down to the left corner, and there's a shot that went just wide on the, and now they score! They sent it back out in front, and did you see who got that, Wade? I didn't see. We'll check it out here for you, but we're going to check it right here. That surprised me because the puck had gone behind the net, and they somehow worked it to that left side and got it to go. Can you see that, Wade? It was okay. There we go. We got it. So we got it. The goal was scored by Strasser. Strasser scores with the assists from Jacob Lont and Brady Shaw. So Beaver Dam takes the lead 1-0. Here early in the second period. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure, but we got it verified now. And so here we go. 1-0 the score on the Super Lube scoreboard in favor of Beaver Dam. Puck down into the Beaver Dam zone. Played behind the cage. And now sent to the blue line, but not out. Kept in by Trinkner. And now here's Strasser, who just scored the goal, skating to the left side. Sends it out to center, and that one passed the stick of his teammate. That was intended for Boston Damon, and it's going to be an icing as the whistle blows. The faceoff will come back into the Beaver Dam end. So the first goal of the game scored by Strasser with the assists from Lont and Shaw. And it's 1-0. Beatty on top of the Ice Force on the Super Lube scoreboard. Faceoff in the Golden Beaver zone. This is to the right of the netminder, Davis. Played out to center. Reinke swats it back the other way. Now, Reedy, we got a whistle and looks an offside here as Beaver Dam was trying to force it in to the Ice Force zone, but an offside call. And the faceoff will come back out at center. 14:29 remaining, middle frame. And so it's going to be Conlon to take the draw against Reedy. And from the faceoff, it is controlled by Reedy and company, and they send it into the Beaver Dam zone. And it's going to be tracked down there by Heim. He plays it off the board, still loose, and now trickles down into the corner. It'll be played behind the cage. Sent up to the half wall on the near side, now out to center off the stick of Hurley. Loose puck at center ice, and tracking it down is Dardis, and he dumps it down deep into the Golden Beaver zone. We're 3 minutes into the second period. 1-0 Beaver Dam leads on the Super Lube scoreboard on a goal by Strasser. And there's another shot, and a stick save made by Friel on Beal. My goodness, another golden opportunity in close. Here is Cook. Cook up the far wall, forces it out to center. Dardis has it. Centering pass, but it was behind the intended target, Ryan Anderson. And now along the half wall, Beaver Dam controlling in their own zone. Shot out to center. It was pass intended for Beal, but picked off. And now backhanded into the Golden Beaver zone. And a clearing attempt deflects off a skate, now sent back out to center anyways. And here come the Golden Beavers into the offensive zone. Beal centers it. Conlon into the slot area. He's sandwiched between defenders and lost the puck. It's poked out to center. Now swatted right back. And we got a puck here down deep into the Ice Force zone. Going to be played by Wes Gilbert. Sends it around. Back at the Beaver Dam blue line. Banked off the boards. Deflecting off the boards and played into the Beaver Dam zone by the Ice Force. It's off the end boards. Going to be picked up by Heim. Plays it to the near side wall. Now a cross ice pass. That's going to go over to Root. Root trying to get it to Lont. Lont gains the offensive zone. Fires, and a save made as the puck goes off the end wall. And now Root again over on the left side. It goes high in the air. Root knocks it down. Tries to center it. Loose in the slot. Still loose. Backhanded shot hit traffic. And the ricochet goes to the near half wall. And now it's backhanded out to center ice, but right onto the stick of Strasser, who sends it ahead. And Aiden Root knocks it towards the blue line, but it's sent the other way, and now Beaver Dam will retreat into its own zone. Quentin Schrader sends it cross ice. Pass a little bit too far for Root. Root deflects it down into the left corner in the Ice Force zone. He gets tied up along the end boards. And now coming to the near corner. It's sent to the blue line. Strasser has it there, backhands it into no man's land. It's picked up and sent out. It'll go back down the ice. And this is going to be an icing call on the Ice Force with 11:44 remaining in period number 2. Our score on the Super Lube scoreboard is Beaver Dam 1 and the Ice Force nothing. Faceoff will come in the Ice Force zone to the right of the netminder, Tony Friel. And with it here is Cook. Cook lost it then. Behind his own net, sent to the right point, not out though. Rimmed around the boards, it's high off the glass. And now a centering pass. Strasser, couldn't corral it cleanly. He would have had a nice chance. And now out at center ice, Beaver Dam controlling as they retreat back towards their own zone. Pass to Beal. Ahead now Conlon. Conlon shoots, and that one deflected off the stick of Reinke and out of play. 11:16 left to play in the second period. 1-0 Beaver Dam leads on the Super Lube scoreboard. Beaver Dam also ahead in shots on goal. The Golden Beavers 14 shots in the game, 9 thus far on the Ice Force. And from the faceoff, it's sent out by Anderson to neutral ice. Here's Dardis catching up with it. Brady Dardis had it taken away. And he gets it back into the high slot area. He's going to fire, and a save made. Stick save by Davis. Rebound ricochets to the near side wall. Beaver Dam just trying to get it out. Shaw had it taken away. And a loose puck in the slot, and it's sent to the corner again by Logan Heim. Now a puck lifted in the air. Clearing attempt kept in. Right near the net. Loose puck on the right side. Going to be swatted out of there, and it's going to go all the way down and right in on goal. So Friel has to make the save. And Reinke's going to have to back and retreat for the Ice Force. 10:39 to go in period number 2. 1-0 Beaver Dam on top of the Ice Force on the Super Loop scored. Shot from the left side by Conlon. He found himself with the puck in, again, point-blank range, and he was not able to beat Friel, who makes another big save. Friel has stopped 14 of the 15 shots he has faced in this game. And a face-off coming up in the Ice Force zone. 10:31 left in the middle frame. And from the face-off, Beaver Dam controls, fanning on a shot, and then picking it back up is Beaver Dam's Alex Woods. And now the puck back into the Golden Beaver end. And here come the Ice Force as they play it behind the cage. Player fell down. It's loose on the right side. Shot save made. Davis. Rebound cleared aside and played into the corner. Now Lant has it. Jacob Lant skating into the left circle, or the left corner, I should say. Up the wall he goes. Lost it along the way. There's a tie-up just inside the blue line on the near wall. Played down into the corner again. And it's sent behind the cage by Schrader. Kept in on the right side. Now deflected off the boards, but stays in play. And a loose puck at the half wall, picked up by the Beavers. Cross-ice pass, and they're going to bring it out to center ice, but they lose it there, and it's swatted right back in by Bradford over to the Beaver Dam side of things. And there's a turnover. Centering pass, shot, save made. Rebound is loose in the slot, and it's going to be cleared to the left point, and it's going to get out to center ice. Oh, that was a close call. Great opportunity there for the Ice Force, trying to get on the board. 9:22 and counting left in period number 2. Here come the Beavers, 3-on-1. They've got numbers. And this is a centering pass, and fanning on the shot. And a puck trickled in on net, and they score! Well, it was Jarmaine that fanned on the shot initially, but the puck kept trickling towards the net, and it goes in. Let's see, did Jarmaine get credit for the goal, or let's see. We're going to check that here right now. But my goodness, the referees are over at the scorer's box right now. And we're going to get it from our good friend Brett Huff here. Was it 7 or 17? From 18, and I didn't see it. I think they might have given it to Jacob Lant. Here comes Conlon now. And Conlon into the offensive zone. Centers it. Shot. They score! That's Beal. Conlon fired it to Beal. And 2 quick goals for the Golden Beavers, who now lead it 3-0 on the Super Lube scoreboard. Well, that one was a little bit easier to see as Beal scores with the helper from Conlon. And it's 3-0 on the Super Lube scoreboard in favor of Beaver Dam. 2 quick ones back-to-back after they had scored early in the period. And just like that, a scoreless game is now 3-0 in the blink of an eye. And here's another chance for Conlon off the faceoff, and he fires one that goes out of play, hits the netting above the plexiglass. So that other goal that Beaver Dam had scored a minute ago, that was actually Alex Woods that scored. And the assists went to Beaver Dam's Nate Henning and Jacob Lant. Faceoff now coming outside the Ice Force zone. And that last goal you just saw was Beal from Conlon. There was no second assist on that one, I don't believe. So we're going to have a faceoff here with 8:44 remaining in the period. Three 3-0. Golden Beavers have the lead. Got an email here from Ryan Conlon. He says, Ian, he's our man. If he can't score, we're taking back his Christmas present. Great email there from Ryan. We'll get to some more in just a minute. Play continues now with 8.5 minutes to go in the second stanza here at the Family Center. Mike Tronson with you on the DailyDodge.com video stream. And the cameraman is Wade Bates today, running all the software. Here's a shot towards the net, hit traffic in front, played to the corner on the right side. And now going to be taken back out to center ice. This is Cook up the left wing side, across the blue line, and backhands one wide of the net. Now down on the inboards, a centering pass got through traffic and goes all the way back out to center ice where Reinke picks it up as he retreats back to his own blue line, sends it ahead. And that pass is bounced around, and then a shot from the right side goes wide of the net, and now Lant has it at center ice, and he's going to gain the Ice Force line. He's on the right wing side at the half wall. And tries to get by a defender and does. Skates through the circle. Shot! And a save made by Friel on Jacob Lant. Lant was looking for a goal there. He already has a couple of assists in this game. He was trying to light the lamp and make it 4-0, but Friel stopped that one. 7:37 remaining in the second period. Face-off to the left of Friel. And the face-off won by Beaver Dam. Conlon tried to center it, but actually was blocked and taken out of there by Trinkner, and he sends it down the ice. And it's going to be an icing call as it goes all the way down into the Golden Beaver zone. Face-off will retreat back into the Ice Force zone with 7:29 left to play, second period. Glad you're with us today for boys hockey. We've got girls basketball here on the DailyDodge.com video stream this coming Monday and Tuesday evenings as the puck is played back towards the Beaver Dam blue line. Conlon has it at center now. Here's Conlon going through traffic and lost it at the Ice Force blue line. It's played down low in the zone, and the Ice Force will send it off the boards. Clearing attempt, though, kept in by Conlon. Conlon through traffic. Shoots! And that one is saved. Made it. Hits the netting above the plexiglass. Boy, Conlon, just a great individual effort there. And he was not able to beat Friel on the play, but a face-off will come just to the right of the Ice Force netminder. Shots on goal now 20-11 in favor of Beaver Dam. Shot right in from just inside the blue line. And Friel saw that one all the way from Shaw, so he'll hang on and force another face-off as Beaver Dam will put some fresh bodies on the ice. Now shots on goal 21-11 in favor of Beaver Dam. But the more important stat is the 3 goals that they've scored here in the period. 3-0. Shot from the left side goes wide of the net. Rebound is loose over on the right side. Poked behind the cage. And it's picked up now by Reed Ludwig. Ludwig's going to skate behind his own net. Ludwig in the slot area. Stick handling through traffic. Out to center he goes. Gains the Beaver Dam line. Still with it. Now had it lost it at the last second. Poked off his stick. And played up to the left point area. Beaver Dam just trying to get it out. A big scramble ensues, and Bradford actually backhanded it to the right corner. And looks like we've got a delayed penalty, and we're going to get a stoppage here as Beaver Dam touches up. We had a delayed penalty on Beaver Dam, and it's coming with 6:28 remaining in the second period. This is going to be a Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force, as Shaw is going to head to the box. Is it cross-check? So a 2-minute minor on Shaw and a Richelieu Foods power play for the visitors. The Ice Force trying to get on the board. They trail 3-0, but here's a shorthanded chance. Conlon shoots, and a save made, and that one's out of play. Oh, my goodness, Conlon comes ripping in. Shorthanded opportunity. And a faceoff will come to our right in the Ice Force zone. Again, they're on a power play for the better part of the next 2 minutes. 1:51 left in the man advantage, to be exact. Conlon takes the draw, and it's sent towards the net, and Beal had it poked away, and this is Tyler Reinke in the left corner. Now changes up, sends it to the near side, and sent out to center by Cook, right onto the stick of Dardis. He lost it. Conlon takes it away, throws it ahead, onto the stick of Beal. Beal, nice defense there by Cook to knock it into the corner. Well, Beaver Dam looks like they're on the power play here. Now it's a 3-on-1 the other way. Look out. Pass ahead into the offensive zone. Dardis, right side dish, shot, save made by Davis on a 2-on-1. Oh, my goodness. And here's Conlon now in his own zone. Sending it back out to center, right onto the stick of Beal. Beal, right wing side, pass the defense, shoots, and he hit the pipe. He had a wide open net to shoot at, or a partially open net, and he hit the post. 5.5 minutes left in the second period. A minute left on the Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force. Beaver Dam leading this game 3-0 on the Super Lube scoreboard. Out at center is Reedy, gaining the Beaver Dam line, and it's offside. So both teams are going to make some changes here as the faceoff comes out at neutral ice with 5:16 remaining in the second period. Got an email here from Nancy. So excited to see my grandson Brady Dardis on TV. Says, get a goal for me from Grandma Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate the email. We'll get to some more here in just a moment. Again, send us an email, sports@dailydodge.com. Your name, where you're from, and who you're rooting for. 5:05 to go. And again, another shorthanded chance and a nice move. And, boy, my goodness, poke checked away at the last second. Jacob Lant was coming in shorthanded. And Frio was able to poke it away at the last second. 23 seconds remaining on the Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force. They trail in the game 3-0 on the Super Lube scoreboard. Here's a shorthanded chance. Lont, and that one hit traffic in front, and it deflects to the near side half wall, and it's going to be taken by Trinkner. Out to center ice. Poked off his stick, but saved and shot back in. Save made by Davis on the shot from center ice. 2 seconds, one, and the Richelieu Foods power play is over for the Ice Force. We're back to 5 skaters aside as Shaw is out of the box. 4:22 and counting left in period number 2, and it's 3-0 in favor of Beaver Dam. A clearing attempt, and it's kept in, and a shot that deflects over the top of the net and out of play. Shots on goal in the game, 25-13 in favor of Beaver Dam. They lead at 3-0 on the Super Lube scoreboard. Face-off coming up here in the neutral ice area. Carissa Ludwig just sent us an email. Says, hey, guys, this is a great broadcast. She wants to know if we can zoom out a little bit, though. She says it's tough to watch up close. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good, but, hey, we like suggestions. Thanks, Carissa. Appreciate the email. Back at center ice, puck is loose. And sent back behind the Ice Force net. There's a pass to the left side. Conlon knocks it down. Drops a pass to Shaw with a blast from just inside the blue line. And Friel is up to the task on that one. 3:43 left in second period. And some fresh bodies for the Ice Force before the face-off. I tell you what, speaking of the camera here, how do you like our new camera this year? Crystal clear video on the dailydodge.com video stream. Wade Bates and doing the job today, and of course Justin Wilski, Ninja, he's our main operator, and but they're doing a great job. And running the camera and running the software to make this a nice broadcast. Centering pass in the Beaver Dam zone gets through traffic. Conlon will take it in the corner and send it behind the net. 3:23 left in period number 2. Backhanded up the sidewall on the near side, and it's played at the half wall by Reinke. Another pass in front. Shot save made by Davis. Rebound is loose. It's still loose. And they fire. They score! So the first goal of the game for the Ice Force. Ryan Anderson was there, and we'll check the assists. We've got our good friend Brett Huff down in the booth, and he's been giving us the goals and the assists. Beg your pardon, 17 from 14? 17 from 14, so it was not Anderson, it was actually Dardis. I beg your pardon. Dardis scored the goal. The assist was Gavin Reedy. And that's a big goal for the Ice Force as they're on the board now. Here is Strasser, 2-on-1 into the offensive zone. Tried to center it, knocked down by Cook and sent to the right side. Dardis takes it out to center, throws it ahead. Look out, here's Reedy in a breakaway and a save made by Davis. 2:39 left in the second period, I should say. Puck is in the Beaver Dam zone. Golden Beavers will try and send it out to center. They do, but it's right onto the stick of Reinke. He gets spun around, lost it near the blue line. Puck is still loose, poked into the center circle, and now backhanded towards the red line. And right over towards the bench area. It's tied up along the, well, we've got a delayed penalty coming up here. Delayed penalty. And as Beaver Dam touches up, they will blow the whistle, and it's going to be another Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force. Second penalty of the period on the Golden Beavers. And this one is going to go on Aiden Root. 2-minute minor. Roughing was the call. And there's a shot that deflects out of play above the Ice Force net. So it's a Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force. They got on the board just a moment ago, 3-1. Beaver Dam still leads this game by 2 on the Super Lube scoreboard. But this is the third penalty of the afternoon for the Golden Beavers. And let's see what the Ice Force can do. But here's a shorthanded chance. Beal into the offensive zone, and he will backhand it in for a shorthanded goal. Beal scores, and it's 4-1. A shorthanded goal for Beal and the Golden Beavers. He was all the way down the ice. No defender near him, and they sent it down, and he was able, after stumbling a bit, to get back up and go in. So Beal scores a shorthanded goal to make it 4-1 in favor of Beaver Dam. And that was just a pretty pass down the 3/4 the length of the ice. And assists from, is it 2 and 3? From Shaw and Conlon. So Shaw and Conlon get the assists on the goal by Beal. 4-1. But it's still a Richelieu Foods power play for the next 90 seconds for the Ice Force, who trail now by 3 again. 90 seconds left in the period on the Super Lube scoreboard. This is Reedy out to center. Reedy gains the line, left wing side, down low in the zone, behind the net. Little drop pass, and a save made by Davis. Puck is played behind the cage and sent up to the blue line, but kept in. Clearing attempt is kept in and sent down low, where Conlon will take it behind the net. Conlon now skating to the circle, sends it out to center. Errant pass, though, gets by Beal, and now in the Ice Force zone, sent out to neutral ice, but picked up by the Beavers and fired back in. 46 seconds left in the Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force, who trail by 3 on the Super Lube scoreboard. 45 seconds remaining in the period. And on the right side, here's a centering pass and a save made by Davis on a chance by Anderson. And do we have a penalty? Yes, it's going to be a penalty, and a tripping call is coming up here on Beaver Dam. And so Beaver Dam is going to be down 2 players for the next 32 seconds. So a tripping call. And this one is on Logan Heim. So it's a 5-on-3 now for the Ice Force for the next 32 seconds. And then they'll have another minute and a half of 5-on-4, barring no changes. And, of course, with only 40 seconds left in the period, any remaining penalty time would carry over to the start of the third period. Faceoff will come in the Golden Beaver zone to the right side of the netminder Davis. Reedy wins the draw, centers it. It's loose in the slot, still loose, bouncing puck, sent wide of the net. What a chance. And now controlling. A pass up to the blue line, kept in by Cook. Right side dish. There's a shot. And that deflects into the corner. Now back out to the point. Touch pass over to the high slot area. Fires right in on net and a save made by Davis on the blast from Zach Bugajski. Davis hangs on. There is 9 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. 16.9 seconds remaining in period number 2. And the Ice Force win the draw. 14 seconds. They send it right side. Cook, shot, steered aside. Over to the near boards it goes. They'll fight for it there. Pass into the circle and picked off by the Beavers. And then he got tripped. That's going to be a penalty on the Ice Force as Strasser got tipped. It's now the horn sounds at the end of the period, but boy, penalties all of a sudden all over the place. And so that's the end of period number 2, but a wild second period. We had no scoring in the first, and all of a sudden 5 goals in the second period, 4 of them by Beaver Dam. And after 2 on the Super Lube scoreboard, our score is now Beaver Dam 4 and the Ice Force 1. Let's take a 3-minute break. We'll take a 3-minute back. We'll come back for our second intermission report right after this on DailyDodge.com.
It's back! Employee Pricing Plus on nearly all of our models during the Big Finish sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Hello, this is Brent Reed, and these deals would even put Scrooge in a festive mood. Brand new Jeep Renegade starting at $20,675. 4-wheel drive Compasses, $24,389. 4-wheel drive Cherokees, $24,861, and Dodge Journeys at $22,840. Happy and safe holidays to your family from our family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamp, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you looking for a career where you are appreciated and treated well for what you do? Pine Hills Trucking is currently hiring and they want you to become a part of their family. Bob, the owner of Pine Hills Trucking, knows the entire team has contributed to the success of the business, and he's grateful for everyone he has worked with along the way. Now he wants to hear from you. Call 920-887-8337 to learn more. Your friends at Pine Hills Trucking wish all Beaver Dam High School athletes a safe and successful season.
Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly is proud to be a sponsor of Beaver Dam High School sports. Be sure to stop in and pick up all of your baking and holiday needs. They have everything you need. A full-service deli, delicious bakery goods, fully stocked meat counter, fresh produce, and so much more. And don't forget, they offer grocery delivery when you use Instacart. Shop local and save. Let's go, Beaver Dam Beavers, from Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly on the beautiful east side of Beaver Dam.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We wish all Beaver Dam athletes success this season. High school sports is a time-honored tradition in Beaver Dam, a tradition that McKinstry's is proud to support. At McKinstry's, community is family, which is why, since 1858, we've been honored to be part of your family's home. We hope that your pieces become family heirlooms. McKinstry's Home Furnishings, downtown Beaver Dam.
To those who love the grind, run with us on a John Deere Gator UV. Because your daily routine may change, but the land stays the same. There's still ground to cover and a herd to keep in line. Out here, the work never stops. So keep going on a Gator UV with the power to forge ahead. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere Gator for more.
Visit your local John Deere dealer, Ballweg Implement in Waupun on Highway 68 West and Beaver Dam on North Spring Street, and always online at ballweg.biz.
Beaver Dam-based WDS Construction offers commercial, general contractor, and pre-construction services in the cold storage, educational, food, industrial, hospitality, medical, and retail markets. Across the nation, WDS provides a better construction experience from groundbreaking to grand opening. And here in its home state, WDS wishes the Beaver Dam Beavers a safe and successful season.
With new bulk storage facilities in Watertown, Burnett, and Friesland, Coal, Oil, and Propane is now bringing the heat to your homes during the cold winter times with propane and fuel oil. Serving customers in Beaver Dam and all surrounding areas, Coal, Oil, and Propane is a family-owned company celebrating 100 years of reliable professional delivery, competitive pricing, and excellent customer service. Check them out at coaloilandpropane.com.
And welcome back inside the Beaver Dam Family Center. Mike Tronson with you on the DailyDodge.com video stream alongside my videographer and engineer Wade Bates. We are between the second and third periods of our varsity boys hockey game. Right now, Beaver Dam with a 4-1 lead over the Ice Force Co-op from the New Berlin area. And again, our presenting video sponsors today include Columbus Family Dental, Northwoods Commercial Properties, locally owned and operated by Chad Abel and Jim Moreau, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Today's game also brought to you by your local insurance agent, Kathy Lappin with American Family Insurance, Pine Hills Trucking, Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ballweg Implement, WDS Construction, Coal, Oil, and Propane, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance agent, Richards Insurance, Surefire, Bayside Supper Club, Lidkey Motors, Super Lube, and Richelieu Foods. On the Super Lube scoreboard, after 2 complete periods, it is Beaver Dam 4 and the Ice Force 1. All right, let's give you some numbers from the second period. First of all, in the second period, well, there were no goals in the first period, but boy, all of a sudden they started lighting the lamp with frequency in period number 2. A minute and 29 seconds into the second period, Beaver Dam got on the board first. Connor Strasser with an even strength goal with assists to Jacob Lant and Aiden Root. That came a minute 29 seconds into the period. It was 1-0 Beaver Dam after the goal by Strasser. Then 5 minutes and 50 seconds into the period, Beaver Dam's Alex Woods scored with assists from Alec Germain and Jacob Lant. That made it 2-0 in favor of Beaver Dam. And then 15 seconds later, the Golden Beavers scored again as Wesley Beal took a pass from Ian Conlon and beat Tony Friel. That made it a 3-0 game in favor of Beaver Dam. So 2 goals 15 seconds apart. That one by Beal to make it 3-0 in favor of Beaver Dam. Then, with 13 minutes and 50 seconds gone in the period, the Ice Force got on the board on a goal by Brady Dartis with the assist from Gavin Reedy. That made it 3-1 in favor of the Golden Beavers. And then the last goal of the period with 15:08 elapsed. It was a shorthanded goal by Beal with assists from Shaw and Conlon to make it a 4-1 game. We've got okay, this is Beaver Dam boys basketball at Mosinee right now. They're in the second half, 12:25 remaining, and Beaver Dam is up 44-31. So go Golden Beavers, as the Beaver Dam boys, after winning last night in a very physical game against Edgewood, have a 44-31 second half lead at Mosinee this afternoon. We'll keep you posted on that one, try and get you final as soon as we get that. Now, more stats here from the second period. Beaver Dam took 3 penalties for 6 minutes in the second period, and they now have 4 penalties for 8 minutes in the game. The Ice Force, they took 1 penalty right at the end of the period for 2 minutes. They now have two penalties in the game for a total of 12 minutes. Shots on goal in the period. Beaver Dam had 17 shots on goal in the period for a two-period total of 27. The Ice Force, 12 shots on goal for a two-period total of 19. And the saves in the game, Kirk Davis for Beaver Dam, he stopped 11 shots in that second period. He's now stopped 18 of 19 in the game. Meanwhile, for Tony Friel, he stopped 13 shots of the 17 that he faced in the second period. He now has a two-period total of 23 saves out of the 27 shots that he has faced. 4-1 in favor of Beaver Dam on the Super Loop scoreboard after 2 periods of play. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll get to some more emails. Again, you can send me an email for the broadcast today. Give me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, and I'll give you a shout-out. That email is sports@dailydodge.com. Sports@dailydodge.com. We're back in 2 minutes on Daily Dodge.
When was the last time someone went the extra mile for you? Hi, I'm Chad Guzzi, owner of Air Care Heating and Air Conditioning in Beaver Dam. We are committed to keeping you happy and comfortable. Whether you need a new furnace installed or your air conditioner repaired, we pay attention to detail and stand behind the work we do. Offering emergency service around the clock 7 days a week, we have been proudly serving the area since 1981. Let Air Care go the extra mile for you. 920-356-8860. See us today at aircareinc.com.
The Bayside Supper Club will be open Christmas Day from 10 till 3:30 for in-person and takeout dining. Bayside will also be open normal hours on Saturday, December 26th, along with Sunday, December 27th for brunch. As always, check out the Bayside Facebook page for updated specials. Make your reservations now for Christmas dine-in or takeout at the Bayside Supper Club, Highway G in Beaver Dam, 887-0505.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive quotes from all the best carriers. The folks at Richards Insurance literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. Also offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full service counseling with no obligation. Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615. That's 887-1615.
We'll be there with you. Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Servicing your vehicle today can be very challenging. Whether you need brake repair, tire repair, or a tune-up, when you bring your vehicle to Lidke Motors, your vehicle is taken care of by factory-trained technicians dedicated to complete customer satisfaction. We strive to get your vehicle maintenance and repairs done right the first time. Visit us at lidkemotors.com to get information about our high-tech collision repair center, order parts, or get a quick quote. And at a certified dealer, you get reliable service by highly trained technicians you can trust. Lidke Motors is located at 701 Park Avenue, Beaver Dam.
Super Lube Oil Change Shop and Super Splash Car Wash Center is located at 1512 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and they have over 27 years of experience. Super Lube is open 7 days a week with no appointment required. You're in and out in about 30 minutes. Stay in your vehicle for contact-free service and receive a free car wash with an oil change. Visit their website at superlube.com for coupons and discounts. Super Lube is locally owned and operated by a veteran, and veterans always receive a 10% discount.
Getting you ready for the start of period number 3 here at the Family Center on the Super Lube scoreboard. It is Beaver Dam leading the New Berlin Co-op, the Ice Force, by the score of 4-1. And want to get to an email here that was sent to us. This is from Nancy. It says, thank you, Brady Dardis from Grandma. So Nancy, thank you very much for that email. Rooting for Brady Dardis, who has the lone goal thus far for the Ice Force. Again, you can send us an email to sports@dailydodge.com. That's sports@dailydodge.com. Third period getting underway. And as we start the period, it's actually going to be a 4-on-4 because the Ice Force took a penalty right at the end of the second period, and Beaver Dam already had a man in the box and he's got about 1 minute and 3 seconds left on his time. So a 4-on-4 for the next minute as we start the third period. 4-1 our score. And the Ice Force skate left to right in period number 3. Beaver Dam goes right to left across your video screen. And right now a 3-goal lead for the home team. Been a fun one here this afternoon. Thanks for tuning in on dailydodge.com. As the puck is played back into the Ice Force zone. Lant chasing after it. He'll track it down. Skates along the end wall. Over to the right side. He'll drop pass, but picked up, well, fanned on actually. And now a chance from the side. And do they get it in? They score! It was kind of stuffed in on the right doorstep. My goodness. They just kept jabbing at it on the right doorstep. Little wraparound try, and Beaver Dam scores again. A 4-on-4 goal coming less than a minute into the period. In fact, 44 seconds in. And that's Strasser with his second. Strasser got it, and the assist from Lant. So on the Super Loop scoreboard, it's now 5-1 Beaver Dam. 44 seconds into the period. Strasser gets his second goal of the game. He has 2 and Beal has 2. So we got the hat trick watch going on here in the third period for a couple of guys. And anyways, Beaver Dam now up by 4. Still a 4-on-4 for the next 10 seconds. Here's a 2-on-2. And a shot, rising shot save made by Friel. And a stoppage and a face-off will come in the Ice Force zone. There's just 6 seconds left on the penalty time to Beaver Dam's Logan Heim. And then the Golden Beavers will have a power play of just under a minute. It'll be about 50-second power play. They win the draw in the offensive zone. They send it to the left point, but it banks out to center. 2 seconds, 1. All right, penalty time is over. It's now a Richelieu Foods power play, an abbreviated Richelieu Foods power play for the Golden Beavers for the next 40-some-odd seconds as the puck is played down into the Beaver Dam end. 5-1 in favor of the Golden Beavers. And with it here is Gavin Hurley. Sends it around to the side of the net, bounced off the cage. Conlon picks it up, backhands it to the right side wall. Puck off the plexiglass, and it gets by Conlon. Sent to the left corner, and Heim tracks it down, finds Hurley down along the end wall. He swats it over to Beal in the corner. And now feed to Conlon, right return feed, and it gets by. Actually, Beal let it go up to the point, but Beaver Dam wasn't ready for it. It goes back out to center. Now the penalty time's over to Reedy, and we're back to 5 skaters aside as Beaver Dam plays it into the offensive zone, leading 5-1. Here's Heim, and Heim had his shot blocked. Puck is loose, sent out to center, and here comes Reedy. Oh, he's offside, though. Hell, I tell you what, Reedy, he had gone down the ice, but the problem was he beat the puck into the offensive zone. And now both teams will make a change at the stoppage. 14:43 remaining in the hockey game. It's Beaver Dam 5 and the Ice Force 1. Connor Strasser with a pair of goals in this game. Wes Beal has a couple of goals for Beaver Dam. And again, all this has happened in the second and now early in the third period. There was no scoring in the first period, although there were plenty of chances in that first period. Beaver Dam comfortably in front here for the moment. And here is a puck that trickles to the right of the net and just swatted aside by Davis with his stick. Now played back behind the cage over to the left corner. Clearing attempt kept in. Shot blocked, though. Reedy will try and chase it down along with Beaver Dam's Quentin Schrader. It's played up to the half wall, poked away. And now a clearing attempt, and it's finally going to be brought out to center, but right onto the stick of Cook. He sends it back into the Golden Beavers zone. Strasser picks it up. Over to Schrader. Schrader sends it out to neutral ice, and now swatted right back in. It's going to go right in on goal, and Davis saw trouble coming in the form of Brady Dardis, so he decides to cover up, and that'll force a stoppage. And both teams will make changes with 13:53 to go in the third period of play. Faceoff will come to the right of Davis. Sent around the boards, out to center, and that one's going to go all the way back down. And boy, if If Conlon gets a stick on that, he's got a chance up the left wing side, but instead it gets by him, and it's an icing call, so the faceoff right back down into the Beaver Dam zone. Same spot it was a moment ago. Beaver Dam wins the draw, and a clearing attempt hit a defender, and it will be dug out on the near side by Conlon and now sent out to center. There's a pass ahead to Hurley. Hurley kind of overskated it, had trouble settling the puck down, and this is picked up now by Trinkner. Trinkner over through the left face-off circle, skates out to neutral ice with it. He's taken off the puck, and it's picked up by Heim. Heim, he fell down as he tried to split a double team. Played off the half wall, but Heim's there, and then he tries to center it. It was centered, but nobody home for the Beavers, and it's swatted out to center ice. Back towards the Ice Force blue line. Conlon gets tied up there. A couple of players after it, and Ludwig digs it out, and then Beal takes it away as Ludwig tried to send it ahead. Beal through traffic, fires, and a save made by Friel. Oh, Beal was looking for number 3. And the faceoff will come in the Ice Force zone. 12:54 remaining in the hockey game. On the Super Lube scoreboard, it is 5-1 in favor of Beaver Dam. And Beaver Dam wins the faceoff. Shot is blocked in the circle. Picked up now by Jarmaine. Alec Jarmaine sends it behind the net. There was a little tie up there, poked into the corner, and now up to the half wall where the Ice Force will send it out to center ice. With it out there that's Alex Krauski. And at the blue line, it's sent to the center circle where it's picked up by Andre Tugas. He fires it into the Golden Beaver zone. With it there is Jarmaine. Jarmaine sending it up, and now it's poked out of the zone. And here comes Beaver Dam with Schrader. Schrader on the right wing side, fires, and it goes behind the cage. It'll be played along the half wall on the near side as we approach the 12-minute mark and counting of the third period. 5-1, Beaver Dam leads on the Super Lube scoreboard over the Ice Force. Ice Force trying to regroup and get it out of their own zone. It'll be brought out to center on the left wing side. And into the Beaver Dam zone. There is a puck played into the left corner. Off the wall, and near the half wall, it's going to be poked off the stick of Krauski, and now Beaver Dam will get it back out to center, and it'll trickle into the Ice Force zone. Banked towards center ice by Reinke. And back into zone there's Shaw. As the both teams are going to go for some line changes here. Shaw in his own zone starts the charge up ice. Sends it ahead. Hurley got spun around, loose, and picked up now by Gavin Reedy. Now Reedy retreats back the other way behind his own net. Sends it ahead. There's Cook at the blue line. Cook towards the Beaver Dam, but it's swatted right back towards Cook. And now he'll retreat into his own end. Clock running with exactly 11 minutes to play in the hockey game. We're in the third period on the Super Lube scoreboard. It's Beaver Dam 5 and the Ice Force 1. With it now for Beaver Dam. Michael Stofflet, clearing attempt kept in. Still loose near the left faceoff circle. Shot, and they score! Big shot from the left faceoff circle, and that is Dardis again. That'd be his second of the hockey game. And we'll check here. We'll check to the assist as well, but looks like that's going to be Dardis again. He got one earlier. That was in the second period. But it's a 5-2 hockey game now in favor of Beaver Dam on the Super Lube scoreboard. That was Dardis from 11 and 14. So Dardis with the assists from Anderson and Reedy. So Dardis now has a pair of goals in the game. Anderson and Reedy pick up the helpers. And the faceoff in the Ice Force zone to the left of Friel. 5-2. Beaver Dam in front by 3 on the Super Lube scoreboard. Centering pass. Shot and a save made by Friel. Oh my goodness. Coming in point blank range was Conlon. Big save by Friel there. My goodness. Conlon's had some point-blank chances in this one today. Beaver Dam wins the draw. He's still in the offensive zone. They fire towards the net, hit traffic in front, and now cleared out of there. And pass out to center off the stick of Reedy into the Beaver Dam zone. Davis went out of the net to play it, and it actually trickles behind the net. Conlon will take it there. He'll skate to the near side. Conlon trying to get it to Beal. Beal in his own zone, and it's taken away from him. Shot back in, and now we've got a whistle. And 9:54 left to play in the hockey game. We had an offside here, so the faceoff will come out at center ice. Both teams will make some personnel changes. And the faceoff just outside the Beaver Dam end. Lant will take the draw against Davids. And it's sent back in, and off the stick of Davis, it deflects up in the air, hits the netting out of play above that plexiglass. Earlier today in the JV game, the Ice Force earned an 8-6 victory over Beaver Dam. Here in the varsity, though, third period action, it's 5-2. Golden Beavers on top on the Super Lube scoreboard. Under 10 minutes left in the hockey game. Puck goes all the way down into the Ice Force, and this is going to be an icing call. So the faceoff will go back to the Beaver Dam zone. And the draw will come over to the left of the netminder Davis. Davids will take the draw for the Ice Force. Lant does the honors for Beaver Dam, and the Ice Force win the draw, play it to the end boards. Bodies hitting the ice there as they both went down, and Beaver Dam controls. They get it out to center ice, but it's picked off there by Cook, and he fires in right on goal. Stick save made Davis. Schrader picks it up. Schrader sends it ahead. Deflected out to center ice where Reinke picks it up. Reinke sends it back the other way off the stick of Ludwig into the Beaver Dam zone. And it's going to be banked off the boards right back out. And here comes Lant trying to track it down deep in the Ice Force zone. He'll skate to the end boards. Behind the net goes Lant. Lant centers it. Backhanded shot way wide of the net. That was from Boston Damon. And now clearing attempt is kept in. And here is Damon firing. And that one goes wide to the right. 8:49 left to play in the hockey game. 5-2. Beaver Dam on top on the Super Lube scoreboard. Beaver Dam controls its center, and it's fired back in to the Ice Force zone. The Golden Beavers will change on the fly here. And this is a pass out to center for Ludwig. He'll gain the offensive zone. Poked off his stick, though, nicely. And the Beavers go back the other way with Gavin Hurley. Hurley then lost it near the blue line, but picked up by Strasser. And a nice back check. And back the other way come the Ice Force. And then another poke check at the blue line for the Beavers. And they go back the other way, but losing at the blue line was Hurley. It's sent out to center ice. Here's Strasser picking up a loose puck. Skates back in. He got taken off the play. Puck is still loose along the half wall. Centering pass and now sent out to center, but right on the stick of Beal. Beal backhands it into the offensive zone. Poked away from him near the blue line, and it's up the left wing side. Here's a 2-on-2. Ice Force into the offensive zone, and Strasser with a nice job defensively on Quinn Bradford to take him off the puck. Now back the other way, Conlon. Across the blue line, right side pass, shot, save made by Friel on the blast by Hurley. The puck is sent all the way down. This will be an icing on the Ice Force, and it comes with 7:37 left to play in the third period. On the Super Lube scoreboard, it is 5-2 in favor of Beaver Dam. Another email here. They're cheering on Rick Reedy for the Ice Force. Love, Mom and Dad. So Gavin, Rick Reedy, it says, Mom and Dad are cheering you on. Again, send us an email to sports@dailydodge.com. That's sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name, where you're from, and who you're rooting for. We'll get you on the broadcast today. Time starting to tick away, though, on the Ice Force. We're down to 7 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the game. And right now it's a 5-2 lead for Beaver Dam on the Super Lube scoreboard. Puck banked out to center. In the Beaver Dam zone, Reedy, had poke checked away by Conlon at the last second. Another centering pass, got through everybody, goes to the left half wall. Here's a shot and a stick save made by Davis. The puck deflects high in the air, knocked down, sent behind the cage. And another centering attempt is blocked. It's knocked down. Bouncing puck sent to the blue line, but not out. Reinke keeps it in. Over at the half wall, they're fighting for it. Clearing attempt kept in by Reinke. Another pass to the half wall. And now a shot that is blocked in the left circle. Deflects to the end board. Centering attempt. Loose in front. It trickles to wide to the right. And now Beal trying to clear and can't get it out as it's Cook keeping it in. And now a loose puck at center and it's picked up by Hurley. Back the other way, Hurley into the offensive zone. Shot over the top of the net. And that one is out of play with 6:15 remaining in this hockey game. Both teams will change and a face-off coming in the Ice Force zone. It'll be to the right of the netminder Friel. That is Cook sending it around. And here's Heim trying to keep it in. He does at the point. And a pass that was deflected off of traffic and out to center ice. Nate Brown had it taken away. Strasser retreats into his own zone, sends it to the near wall. Blooming knocked it down and sent it low in the zone. Now Davis fires it around the boards. It'll be played at the half wall, sent back into the corner. Strasser retreating after it, fighting along with Jackson Reed, who got spun around. Now it's over on the far side. Big scrum ensues on the left half wall. It trickles out of there, and it'll be picked up by Alex Woods. He fires it around, looking for his teammate Alec Jarmaine. Jarmaine fell down, lost the puck. Here's Woods again going after it, sends it around the boards, over to the far side, and it'll be kept in by Reinke at the left point. Centering pass, loose in front, and ticked off in the slot by the Beavers. Clearing attempt, knocked down, but now backhanded out of the zone with 5:12 to go in the hockey game. And the puck is at center ice, and now back into his own zone goes Jarmaine. Jarmaine sends it back out, got through traffic. And the Ice Force, well, they pick it up at their own blue line. Now a loose puck at center, and Beaver Dam picks it up. And this is a rising shot from just inside the blue line. Save made by Friel. And, boy, I'm surprised he didn't cover that up after the shot by Woods. And instead it's played back into the Beaver Dam zone, and a shot over the top of the net. Rifling that shot was Reed Ludwig. And now back out to center ice, 4:42 left in the hockey game. Beaver Dam with a 3-goal cushion. Here's Conlon, sending it back into his own zone. Pass to the near side for Shaw. Shaw sends it ahead. This is Conlon firing it into the offensive zone. It goes behind the Ice Force net. Over to the right side. Clearing attempt is kept in. Nope, it was not. I thought that Conlon was going to get there in time. And we've got a player shook up. And a penalty, that's why. So a penalty here called on Beaver Dam's Gavin Hurley. I'm just trying to get the call here. Tripping. Tripping is the call. So it's a Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force with 4:22 left in the game. They trail it by 3. 2-minute minor on Hurley. And the face-off in the Beaver Dam zone. And it's fired out. Beaver Dam has done a very good job today on the penalty kill. In fact, they have not allowed a power play goal. This is Dardis. And this is Launt now for Beaver Dam, shorthanded, poking it right back into the Ice Force zone. Killing some valuable power play time here for the Ice Force. Now they get it out of the zone. Yeah, Beaver Dam's penalty kill at times when Beaver Dam's been shorthanded, they look like, and now we got another delayed penalty on Beaver Dam coming up. The goaltender Friel went to the bench, a shot, stick save made by Davis. It's going to be, the whistle will blow as Conlon touches it. But, this is getting interesting here. With 3:39 left to play in period number 3, it's going to be a 5-on-3 advantage, a Richelieu Foods 2-man advantage for the Ice Force. Cross-checking is the call on Jacob Launt. And for the next minute and 17 seconds, it's a 5-on-3 for the Ice Force. And we've got a timeout called, brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. We'll keep it here with 3:39 left to play in the game. The shots on goal, Beaver Dam with 35 in the game, 25 shots on goal in the game, as you can see on the scoreboard for the Ice Force. It's a 5-2 Beaver Dam lead on the Super Lube scoreboard. And again, Beaver Dam's going to be 2 men short It'll be a 5-on-3 for a minute and 17 seconds, and then just under a minute of a 5-on-4, barring any Ice Force goals. So this is getting interesting here. This game is not over, even though there's only 3:39 remaining. Beaver Dam has a 3-goal lead, but again, this is not over by a long shot. Another email here says, this is from Carissa, says, "Go Ice Force." And she says, "Thanks for being awesome today." She said, "This is a lot of fun to watch." Carissa, thank you very, very much for your nice email. Really do appreciate that. We're having fun here, and it's good to be back inside the rink. It's been a while for me, and it's been fun to come here today and watch this game. And no scoring early, but boy, second and third periods have been a different story. And right now, Beaver Dam just trying to hang on. It looked like, hey, 5-2. You're thinking only a couple minutes left. Things are looking pretty solid, but 2 back-to-back minor penalties for the Golden Beavers, and now it's a 5-on-3 for the Ice Force. So let's see if they can get a quick one here. Look out. Or a quick 2 even. They win the draw. 5-on-3 in the offensive zone. A Richelieu Foods power play. Nice shot blocked by Beal. He sacrificed the body, but it's kept in. Here's Davids now. Davids sending it down into the corner. Strasser's going to go after it behind the net. Strasser gets it away from the Ice Force player and backhands it out to center and down the length of the ice. 55 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Ice Force gain the offensive zone again. This is Cook along the end boards, goes behind the net. Sends it to the left point. There's Davids with it. Davids, rink-wide pass taken by Reedy. Reedy centers it, deflected in front, goes wide of the net. Now with it is Ryan Anderson. Drops it back to the end board, sent up to the point. 27 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Pass back door. Reedy, and a big save made by Davis. Reedy on the back door. Had a big chance. Now the puck out at center ice. And it's Cook going to pick it up for the Ice Force. 14 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force. Centering pass. It was kind of in no man's land. Reedy picked it up, now sends it back the other way to the left point. 4 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Puck is loose along the inwards. Conlon picks it up. All right, the first penalty's over. And this is Hurley back on the ice. It's now a 5-on-4 for just under a minute. 2:13 left in the hockey game. 5-2, Beaver Dam leads on the Super Loop scoreboard. It's still a Richelieu Foods power play for the Ice Force, as Launt's still in the box for a few more seconds. Dardis, rising shot over the top of the goal. Puck is loose along the sideboards. Beaver Dam's going to get it out. At neutral ice, it's backhanded towards the blue line by Hurley, and picked up now by Bradford. And now out of his own zone comes Bradford, speeding ahead into the Beaver Dam zone. Fires save made by Davis. Rebound into the corner, and it deflects right back in front. Davis, another save. Puck is loose just inside the blue line, sent to the end boards. 1:33 left in the hockey game. The penalty's over. We're back to 5 skaters aside, and boy, bodies all over the place as Reedy has to go back into his own zone to pick up that puck. So we're back to equal strength, but only 1:19 left in the game. And here's Beal firing it wide of the cage. Launt's going to go chase after it. Launt fires it back down low. Hurley going to go send it to the left side, and now a return feed. Hurley saw it go by. Here's Heim trying to track it down into the right circle. It goes. Backhanded shot. Hit Reinke. He fires it out to center and back down into the Beaver Dam zone where Davis will play it aside with a stick. Shaw picks it up. 53 seconds left in the third period. Beaver Dam with a 5-2 lead. Here's Shaw into the offensive zone. Poked off his stick momentarily. And now it's tracked down by Woods. Woods along the end wall. And actually deflected into the corner on the left side. 33 seconds left. Beal shot from the blue line, blocked. It never got to the net. Banked out to center. It'll go back into the Beaver Dam zone, and this will be an icing. And it stops the clock with just 23.7 seconds remaining in the game. And so Beaver Dam is going to get out of here with a win. But things got a little bit interesting there for a few moments when the Ice Force had a 2-man advantage with about 3.5 minutes to go. But Beaver Dam, again, the penalty kill was perfect today. 15 seconds left. And this is Strasser. Rising shot gloved out of midair. Would have gone wide anyways, but Friel there to glove it out of midair like a center fielder. And we'll have a stoppage with now 10 seconds remaining in this game. So Beaver Dam's going to get its third win of the year. They'll be within a game of 500. They'll be back to 3-4 record. Ice Force are going to drop to 2-6. As the puck is played out at center ice. And here comes Ludwig into the Beaver Dam zone. And a pass, centering pass blocked, and that should just about do it. As the horn sounds, this game is in the books. 5-2 your final on the Super Lube scoreboard as Beaver Dam gets the win over the Ice Force. Entertaining hockey here this afternoon on a Saturday. Beaver Dam a winner 5-2. And again, they improved to 3-4 on the year. Ice Force now at 2-6. And the teams salute each other, banging their sticks on the ice. And now we'll head to the locker room. So, our game in the books, let's do this. Let's take a 3-minute break. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll come back for our post-game report in just a moment right here on DailyDodge.com.
It's back! Employee Pricing Plus on nearly all of our models during the Big Finish sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. Hello, this is Brent Reed, and these deals would even put Scrooge in a festive mood. Brand new Jeep Renegade starting at $20,675. Four-wheel drive Compasses, $24,389. Four-wheel drive Cherokees, $24,861, and Dodge Journeys at $22,840. Happy and safe holidays to your family from our family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
Look around. This book, this meal, this lamp, this world is made of dreams. So when people say American Family Insurance protects things, we shake our head no. Because we protect this, and everyone's dream is worth protecting. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Contact the Kevin Carnine Agency, LLC at 920-887-9700 in Beaver Dam today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
What a great Christmas! Less jets flying around, families staying warm at home, and festive cheer the world over. Who's left on the list? De Silva, Kahn, Muller, and Norberg. Norberg, every year I ask them if they were like a new Lennox comfort system from Surefire, and every year they decline and leave lutefisk instead of cookies. Martin, it's your turn to deliver this year.
No way, fat man. You call Surefire and tell them to fix their heater. Then I'll head down their chimney.
Well, they don't have a chimney, but they do have an effluent line. Ho, ho, ho.
Very funny, big guy. Just call Surefire and order a Lennox for them already.
Happy holidays from your friends at Surefire. Act before the end of 2020, and you could have a top-of-the-line Lennox home comfort system installed for as little as $116 per month. Call Surefire today or visit us online at surefireinc.com.
Be sure with Surefire.
Super Lube Oil Change Shop and Super Splash Car Wash Center is located at 1512 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, and they have over 27 years of experience. Super Lube is open 7 days a week with no appointment required. You're in and out in about 30 minutes. Stay in your vehicle for contact-free service and receive a free car wash with an oil change. Find them on Facebook for coupons and discounts. Super Lube is locally owned and operated by a veteran, and veterans always receive a 10% discount.
Richelieu Foods in Beaver Dam is a leading private label food manufacturer, stocking your freezer with delicious pizzas all year long. Richelieu Foods is now hiring for full-time, part-time, and temporary manufacturing positions, and they offer a safe and clean working environment. Become part of the family at Richelieu Foods. Call them today at 920-887-1794. Your friends at Richelieu Foods would like to wish all Beaver Dam High School athletes a safe and successful season.
And we welcome you back inside the Beaver Dam Family Center. Mike Tronson with you on the DailyDodge.com video stream, along with my engineer and videographer, Wade Bates. Final score on the Super Lube scoreboard in varsity boys hockey. Beaver Dam defeats the Ice Force by the score of 5-2, and we're happy to be joined by Doug Kraft. He's the head coach of Beaver Dam, up here with us on the postgame show. Doug, congratulations on the win. Give me your overall thoughts here on this one.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. You know, it was a good game. I mean, it was nothing after the first period, and so it took us a little bit, I think, to get our footing. you can't always score 2 goals a period. It's just not the way hockey works. So, we tried to stress to the kids, let's not press. Let's keep doing the things that we're, working on doing and doing better. And sure enough, once the first one went, which is always the hardest one, all right, the faucet opened a little bit and gave us some cushion.
Yeah, the floodgates kind of opened there. You scored 1:29 into the second, and then the big key was those 2 goals 15 seconds apart. The one from Woods and then the one from Beal. That really got you fired up there, didn't it?
Yeah, we're excited for Alex. It's his first varsity goal.
Nice.
He missed some time last year with an injury, so he's really, kind of in the second start of his rookie campaign, so to speak. So, yeah, we're happy for him. Wes really jumping on that puck there and burying it hard, just with some gusto. That's what we want, and that was a good momentum builder for us.
Well, Wes, we've talked a little bit about him in the pregame, how that top line has been really producing. He had a pair of goals. Nice moment for Woods, and also Connor Strasser with a pair of goals in the game today. So a big day for him.
Yeah, he's a defenseman that we realized pretty early on we need to make sure he's activating once in a while. He's a very stout defenseman. He's very fast. He's getting a little more nifty with age, but, above all else, we want to make sure we're using his entire skill set, not just his defensive skill set. As a matter of fact, he played forward for a couple games while we were getting our footing.
Well, as much as we praised your top line during our pregame chat today, and rightfully so, your second and third lines in particular, I thought your third line, when they were out there today, gave you some quality minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. We look for opportunities to play all 3 lines. That's our preference, is to play all 3. It doesn't always work that way each and every night, but really all 6, 7 of those players that we consider in that second and third line type of bunch, they're all pretty young. And the more we can, drip them in, the more it's going to pay off for us down the road this season and in the future.
How about hats off to Kirk Davis? A nice effort in goal today.
Yeah, the second one was a little bit tough. We couldn't quite clear it out. I think we were a little bit out of gas. We're stressing to the boys each and every day. Clear pucks out in front of the net and do it hard, get them to the sides. But Kirk individually played very well. A lot of saves on the perimeter near the red posts. He's a steadying force for our team. All the kids on the team have been playing with him for a long time. He really, puts his heart into each and every match. And, I wish our team defense could have helped him out a little bit more on the 2 that went in.
You talked to me in the pregame about special teams, how you thought obviously that was a key in this game or any game. You talked about how you wanted to see fewer penalties. Now, you took some penalties today, but on the flip side of that, your penalty kill was outstanding. It was perfect.
Yeah, well, the penalty kill this year has been great. We're still taking too many penalties and putting ourselves in that situation, but we put some focus time in practice yesterday on 5-on-3, and sure enough, we found ourselves in that situation twice today.
Yeah, I say right at the end there, things got a little bit interesting, but again, your guys, they were outstanding. I mean, there were times when you were on the penalty kill where it looked like you were actually on the power play. So I was very impressed by that. Yeah, you don't want to spend a lot of time in the games, as you said, killing penalties, but you have that ability if it comes to that need. And your guys showed it here at the end of the game.
Yeah, and I just want to make a big call out to Wesley Beal for blocking that shot.
I didn't mention that. I said, "Oh, did he sacrifice the body when he went down there?" Oh my goodness, he's going to feel that one if he doesn't already.
Real team play there.
Oh my goodness. Well, hey, that's 2 in a row for you guys. Now you're back to within a game of 500, and so I mean, the last 2 games now, some great things have been happening here. I would think that some of your younger players that we talked about got to be gaining some pretty good confidence out of these last couple of games.
They have to be, and we need them to. I mean, that's really just the facts of a small town high school hockey roster, and that you only have so many numbers and they can be from any grade, and we try to not really take into account too much what grade they're in and how much they play. So when you start out the season 0-2, it can be easy to doubt yourself and it take a little bit longer to buy in, but you get 2 wins and it's what have you done for me lately and how do you feel right now? So I imagine the boys are feeling good and ready for the next one.
Now it's on to Nina on Tuesday. Any early thoughts on that game?
Well, we know this much. They're going to be really good. And so we're going to try to stick to our own preparation and the things that we work on, try to have a good practice, and go up there and execute the things that we've been working on. We'll see what the score is at the end of the game.
Doug, thank you so much for coming up, joining us on the post game. Congratulations to you and the boys on the win, and we hope we'll see you soon down the road here, okay?
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thanks. That's Doug Kraft, folks, head coach of Beaver Dam, joining us on the post game. Doug, thanks for coming up. Really do appreciate it. Nice win today for you and the boys as the Golden Beavers defeat the Ice Force by the score of 5-2. Want to give you some numbers from that third period. Let's talk about the goals that were scored. It was there were one goal for each team. In the third period, Connor Strasser got his second of the game 44 seconds into the period, and with an assist from Jacob Lant, and that made it a 5-1 game in favor of Beaver Dam. And then with 6:19 elapsed in the third period, Brady Dardis got his second goal of the game with assists from Anderson and Reedy. That made it a 5-2 hockey game at that juncture. And there was no scoring the rest of the way. But, I mean, boy, the Ice Force had that 5-on-3 late in the game to try and make it interesting. But the Beaver Dam penalty kill tonight was perfect. As a matter of fact, Beaver Dam, their penalties, I'm just trying to add up the penalties here. They had, let's see, 4, 5. I had them 6 penalties for 12 minutes in the game, and they killed off all of them. And so huge for Beaver Dam. And shots on goal in the third period, Beaver Dam with 8 for a game total of 35. The Ice Force had 7 shots on goal in the third period for a game total of 26. Final number of saves in the game, it was Kirk Davis of Beaver Dam, stopping 24 of the 26 shots that he faced. And for Tony Friel of the Ice Force, he stopped 30 of the 35 shots that he faced. So what do we got here? All right, this is a final score from boys basketball. The Beaver Dam boys did win at Mosinee today to stay unbeaten on the year, 68-51. That's 68-51. And Wade, you were telling me, correct me here, the Beaver Dam girls at Viroqua? Or the Beaver Dam hockey girls versus Viroqua, which is going to happen next. You can watch that on the Beaver Dam School District YouTube page, correct? All right, there we go. So those of you that want to catch the girls' game, you can catch that. Yeah, we'll swing the camera around. The girls are warming up right now. That game will be broadcast on the Beaver Dam Unified School District YouTube page. Yeah, Jeff Sowery. Well, yeah, you can show him in the camera right there. We'll take you home on that one. So, yeah, be sure and tune in for that. A reminder that coming up Monday and Tuesday evenings here on the DailyDodge.com video stream, we've got Beaver Dam girls basketball, as the Golden Beavers will have a monster of a back-to-back. Monday night, the Beaver Dam girls basketball team will entertain Marshall at the Fieldhouse. That's a 7 o'clock start. It's a varsity game only, no JV. We'll have it for you here on DailyDodge.com, 7 o'clock for the opening tip, and our pregame show will start around 6:30. And then on Tuesday night, the Beaver Dam girls basketball team will head to Waupun and take on the Warriors. That'll be a 7:15 start. Again, that's varsity only, no JV game. On Tuesday at 7:15 with our pregame at 6:45. Hope you'll join us for those basketball games coming up early in the week. I want to remind you folks, too, that on behalf of the BD fam, a special shout-out to all medical professionals, first responders, and school nurses watching this broadcast. Without you, BD fam would not be able to offer the wonderful opportunities they are during these challenging times. And the Beaver Dam Unified School District would like to thank parents and families for their continued support. BDUSD staff are working hard to make the best of each and every opportunity they have to serve your children. The BD fam, better together. So that's going to wrap things up here from the Family Center. Again, 5-2 your final on the Super Lube scoreboard as the Beaver Dam boys varsity hockey team gets the win. And one more email that I didn't want to miss this here before we signed off. This says, great game for number 5 for Beaver Dam. That's Connor Strasser from your fans in Mayville. The Vilwalks and the Lurings and the Bartelts all checking in saying, go Beavers. And thank you very much for sending that email in. Wanted to pass that along before we sign off. Our presenting video sponsors for today's game, Columbus Family Dental, Northwoods Commercial Properties, locally owned and operated by Chad Abel and Jim Moreau, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Today's game also brought to you by your local insurance agent, Kathy Lappin of American Family Insurance, Pine Hills Trucking, Beaver Dam Piggly Wiggly, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ballweg Implement, WDS Construction, Coal, Oil, and Propane, Reed Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Air Care, Kevin Carnine, your American Family Insurance agent, Surefire, Bayside Supper Club, Lidkey Motors, Richards Insurance, Super Lube, and Richelieu Foods. Final again on the Super Lube scoreboard, Beaver Dam 5 and the Ice Force 2. That's going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining us on the DailyDodge.com video stream. For my videographer and engineer, the multi-talented Wade Bates, this is Mike Tronson saying so long from Beaver Dam. Have a pleasant afternoon. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you again next week. This has been a DailyDodge.com sports presentation.